Actually, very early for us. Good job.
Very early, 15 minutes late.
Hello and welcome back. Hello and welcome back to Dungeons and Dragons this week. Last we left off in our glorious tale, Rashak, the Black Prophet, the final priest of Tiamat, lay dead at the hands of Felix, and Nasir was charmed and quickly restrained by almost all of you. He set to work, quickly removing the eye of Vecna from his socket, but your beholder ally, Zoronox, saw an opportunity and took it. Or at least, he tried to, before a big beast stole it from him and punched him in the face. A brief fight ensued, during which you slew Nasir despite his begging and claims he could help you, and you killed the beholder Zoronox too. With the vault of Vecna crumbling all around you, you teleported away to the Vengeance. Once you arrived, your crew was surprised to see you, and told you about a brigantine ship that they'd spotted off the bow heading southwest. Realizing this ship could contain potential prisoners, you attempted to parley with the ship and get closer. After a brief interaction with the ship's captain, a large turtle individual wielding a massive hammer and a holy symbol of Tiamat, Gylndan and Felix teleported over to the other ship, and Kaiman attempted a stealth mission by swimming over to the other side. Inside the other ship, Felix was reunited with his youngest daughter, but his eldest and wife were nowhere to be seen. Atop the ship, Oramis, now engaged in combat with the enemy. Mazzy, Vishal, Nathan, and the crews of both the Vengeance and the Dragon's Revenge are readying themselves to aid him. We pick up this combat with Felix, who would have heard a lot of the commotion going on 2 floors above him. You would have heard a loud slam, maybe the faint sound of eldritch blasts going off. As you can see, I've done a little bit of editing to the map, so now you can actually see where people sort of are. So on the left-hand side, that's the above deck. On the right-hand side is below deck. Now, Gylndan and Felix, beneath your tokens, there is a hatch. That is the hatch that I mentioned before. The hatch that I said there was one way out. There is another way out. You're technically on the bottom floor. The one that you can see there is the second floor, the gun deck. You're down in the hull. Felix, it's your turn. You're down in the hull. You are at the very bottom of this hatch. You just dispatched one of the cultists that was watching over all of these halflings and people down here. It's very dark. What would you like to do?
I will. I didn't realize we'd be starting with me. I will look over at the 3 gnomes that we armed, and or that have been armed, and just say, anything comes down here that's not us and culty, just put everything you can into it. We're going to clear the ship so we can get you all somewhere safe, and I will hug my daughter and say, stay here, stay safe. I'll be back as soon as I can, and then I'll find your mother and your sister. And then I guess I'll probably need to pull something over to try and reach the hatch.
Well, there is a ladder.
Oh, there's a ladder.
There is
I'll toss you.
Yeah. There is a ladder up, so it seems that this ladder is attached to the mast. So the rear mast of the ship goes down into the all the way down into the hull.
Okay.
Or if not, then like a supporting beam. And on the side of the mast here, you can see there is a ladder that leads up to a hatch that opens up to the top.
In which case, I will climb up the hatch.
Yeah. So because it's climbing, it's double your move. It takes double your movement speed. So it
Even
takes
on a
you
ladder?
20 feet. Yeah. Well, not ordinarily, but you are a very small person, and this ladder is made for regularly sized individuals. So for you, it is very much
So
like
rude.
climbing a normal thing.
Can't believe they don't have ladders for all sizes.
And also, like, the ship is rocking back and forth.
I will be having words about their disability management for the little people. Okay.
That's
Well,
what
I
probably.
will climb up the ladder and kind of slowly stick my head out, and just probably only have the movement to tuck myself in behind this chest, and if I can, I'll take a peek out to try and like see what's going on without revealing myself.
Yeah, sure. Make me a perception check. I'd say it's very clear that these guys are way too busy with whatever they're doing right now to really care about, a small person going through a hatch. If they have heard you, they probably just assume it's someone else. So they don't seem too worried, and they're very, very busy with what they're doing. 23. So you pop out of the hatch and you sort of like peek around, and you can see this one cultist, a inquisitor. So he's wearing like this mask, and he has that sort of like a cloak over him. He's sort of ripped the arms off the cloak, and you can see many like sailors' tattoos down the side. This guy was clearly a pirate or some smuggler in his previous life before he was this. And you can see he has like lots of acid burns all up his arm, and he's giving orders to these regular cultists around him. And he says something along the lines of, "Careful, man! Come on, we don't want to raise too much attention. We'll blow these ships sky high from point blank range. Sink them while we've got them distracted. Come on, it's the only way we're getting out of this alive."
Okay.
And you can see the several cultists near them loading. And with the 23, you can see not normal cannonballs. The cannonballs that they have almost look like they have almost like charcoal type texture with many, many cracks over them. And within these cracks, you can see like red hot heat.
Okay. I would like to use my action, if I can, to message Gylndan and say, 5 cultists planning something, no fire, they've got explosives. Or no fire, there are explosives about.
And Gylndan puts away the fireball.
Actually, the reception's really choppy out in the ocean, so fire, be up in a sec. Whole hatch just ignites as I prepare this giant fireball. Stay away, kiddies.
Magic missile?
A flaming magic missile.
That'd be cool. Cool. So if that is your turn, then we go to Mazzy. Did you want to run Mazzy, or did you want me to?
I can do, yeah. Mazzy will, for the first time, get a bit flash. He's going to use a Misty Arrow on this guy over here with the attempt of hitting him and just drop kicking him off the boat.
Ooh.
Okay. Well, Misty Arrows don't deal damage if they go into someone, so it would literally.
Yeah, so Mazzy would.
I'm
imagining Mazzy himself would have the momentum of when he lands to drop kick him, so the arrow would hit him and it would be Mazzy would appear doing a drop kick. Is how. If he's not functional, then.
So the first, it would essentially be 2 attacks. The first one would be a Misty Arrow to go into him, and then the second one would be the kick to try and knock him backwards into the ocean.
Yeah.
So roll to hit with just like the regular longbow, to see if he can. It's not going to be a terribly high roll to hit. Yeah, fine. So Mazzy suddenly pulls out Misty Arrow, aims, fires, and teleports over by this individual over here, and suddenly appears, bang, right there. And then the second one is going to be essentially like a shove attack. So roll me an athletics check for Mazzy, whilst I roll a contested one for this cultist, and if he succeeds, we'll add some.
Mazzy, come on.
Push back. Yeah, sadly, this guy rolled a 16 plus 1. So you watch as Mazzy sort of fires this Misty Arrow, appears in front of this guy, and uses his momentum, and he goes to almost drop kick in front of him. But the guy, feeling the Misty Arrow go over him, sort of twirls really quickly, and Mazzy's foot just ends up going into the banister next to him. And both.
Well, I was hoping that would be a quick way of getting rid of one of them, and I have failed.
Sadly. Any more movement or anything for Mazzy? Or are we good?
No, he's got a bonus action though, so I'll probably just pop a hunter's mark on this guy. Ready to hit him.
Cool. Alrighty. Next up, the Inquisitors. So we have several Inquisitors on the ship. We have the main portal crew, which is clearly strong. We have the Blue Inquisitor with these sort of like electric marks up his arms. And we have the white one who has a massive battle axe, and his arm is like, you've seen many Inquisitors with like the cold type thing have like almost like frostbite all up their arm. This one literally has ice like growing all up his arm, almost like in like ice armor on one of his arms. And all of which really one of the only people they can go for is Oramis, because Mazzy's just appeared and he's been taken care of by some people. Oramis is, I think, the best bet here. So we're going to go with this guy first. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 55. Wait. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. And then he's going to use his bonus action, aggressive, push up to here. So he's used basically all of his turn, but this guy with the battle axe charges across the ship. You hear his heavy footprints just sort of thumping across the ship over to get you. This Blue Inquisitor here is going to... I have prepared what he was going to do. Yeah, he is just going to do a really simple arcane burst, I think, to try and just say fuck you. So he's going to try and make an attack roll against you, Oramis. That's going to be a 12, 19 to hit you, Oramis.
Yeah.
Great. That deals 3 so 8, 9, 16 plus 3 is 12, 16, but 19. So 19 points of lightning damage.
Uncanny dodge.
Uncanny dodge. Yeah, so you see this guy form this like almost like small bolt of lightning in his hands. Not quite as big as like a lightning bolt spell, but like a small sort of like jolt of lightning just fling it towards you. And it does manage to slightly get you, though. You manage to avoid most of the impact. And he actually gets to make 2 of these attacks, so he's going to make the second one. That's unnatural 20. So it's 8, 11, and 17 points of lightning damage on that one. He's then going to use his movement.
Do you get your decision, sir?
He's going to use his movement to go 5, 10, 15, 20 up here. Just to try and keep himself at bay, keep himself away a little bit. And he's going to start just shouting at many of the cultists to like kick himself into gear, basically, and start attacking people. Commanding these 2 cultists up here to surround Mazzy and, you know, get things sort of ready. This guy over here, now he has a lot of stuff. Very, very interesting. If I can see his stat block, there we go. Yeah, so I think what he's going to do is he's going to look at you and be like, time to die, boy. And he pulls out this large warhammer, and he almost like swings it in the air. And as he swings it, a duplicate is almost created from his warhammer, and it floats into the air as he casts Spiritual Weapon at 4th level. And I'm just going to create sort of...
Really wish I still had a counter spell.
Pardon?
Really wish I had a counter spell.
Oh, just imagine if we'd maybe taken a break in between these 2 fights. No, that is not the Guardian way.
So he's going to put his Spiritual Weapon up there, and as a bonus action, he gets to make an attack with it. So, that's not great. I think that's I will confirm that is a plus 12, so that's a 15 to hit you.
Miss.
Yeah, so you see this thing coming. You've seen Doc perform like a similar thing, and so you realize, wait, I've seen Doc do that. That's when he does that weapon thing. Oh shit! You duck out of the way, and this massive like hammer swings over your head. But then as his action, he's going to cast a cantrip and do chill touch. That's fuck's sake, dude. Come on, you got one job. That's 14 to hit you.
Miss.
So, raises out his hand, and this almost like dark draconic claw emerges from his hand, twirls through the air, and tries to sort of grab you by the neck, but like with your like hidden blade or whatever, you just manage to slash it away, and it almost like dissipates and slithers back into his hand. These guys have not been very useful. The Inquisitor down the bottom, he's just continuously ordering his men about, telling people what to do. He's not really doing anything other than, ordering men, telling people what to do. Next up is Vaishal. And Vaishal is going to stand here and be like, I don't want to miss out on all the fun. And Ben's going to get his character sheet open, because he probably should have done that a little while back. And not going to turn into a dragon, because there's many, that's rather destructive.
We're missing Ponsky, by the way.
No, because Ponsky turned back into his human form when you guys teleported, because he was like, great, we're away from the danger. And then you got yourselves into more danger. And he can only...
Are you saying he's useless as a human?
He basically is. He's an old, 50-year-old human man that spends 90% of his time doing...
But we could really use the extra hands in this fight. Really?
On your turn, you can go down and tell Ponsky to get his ass up there.
Where am I going down?
Go into your ship and down into the...
Do not go into your ship.
into the gun thing, and you can tell him to get his ass up there and help. But at the minute he's just scared, being like, shit, I wish we hadn't done this so I could still be a werewolf. What's Vaishal gonna do? He is going to
magic.
Probably a little bit of magic. He's gonna fuck it. He's gonna run 5, 10, 15, 20, and then leap across the ship over to here. That's pretty much all of his movement, hoping he rolls it. That's an 18 plus stuff. Decent athletics check. And he's going to use his action to pull out his long spear. It's almost like a fishing spear. And he's just going to swing it, casting Booming Blade on his spear attack. That's a 13 plus stuff. That definitely hits. A 13, I believe, hits this guy. So I'll work out that damage. Now, great. That's 4 plus 4 plus 6. 10 points of thunder damage to this dude in front. And as he hits him, there's this resounding boom sound, and you can almost see this strange warbling vibration around this Inquisitor who stood there, very confused. But that's pretty much his. Actually, he'll then give you.
Has he not got any movement?
He had not with leaping over the side of the ship and everything. Literally landing there was his. Landing there was the last of his movement, especially using an action. But he'll give you a healing word. Great, 4. 4 plus 3, so you get 7 hit points back. Oramis.
That's nice. Thank you.
If you need him, he probably should have done it on himself because he only has not a lot. Actually, no. I'm thinking of the wrong thing. I think he was on 57. Yeah, 57 from that previous way. There we go. Cool. Then we go to Kaiman. Kaiman, you're underwater at the minute, beneath the ship. Thinking probably still thinking at this point, yeah, they're really not gonna expect it when I come up and flank these guys. So what would you like to do?
Is it like over here that I get up?
Yeah. That is, if you want to go under the ship and round, then yes.
Yeah. Because there's like one over here, so I gotta just pop up over here then. With dash, would I? Because 30 to here. With dash, would I be able to get up the ship?
I'll tell you what. Roll me an athletics check. You have a swim speed, so I'll give you advantage.
Boom.
Oh, there we go, 23. So I would say, if you want to, you could use all of your movement to swim up the side, leap out of the water, and land on the ship.
Boom. That's what I do.
Excellent.
Like, I flop on deck like a whale.
So stealthy.
Yeah. my eyes just like just like scan. It's like, okay, I'm right next to two guys.
Nice.
And then
sadly, you've used your action to dash. So you all watch as Oramis. You would watch as Kaiman just bursts forth from the water, looking very epic as he leaps forth on the water, and then he just flops on the side of the ship. And that's pretty much all he can do. Gylndan,
How much movement is it to get out
what
the
are you
hatch?
doing down there? To get up the hatch, for you, regular-sized person, and a ladder, only 10 feet.
10 feet. Okay, so we up here. Right, I'll have a little peek around the corner, and then I'll say to Felix, like, what we got here?
5. They've got some kind of explosive cannonball-looking thing.
Do you think it would pop if I hit it?
Yeah, and the rest of the ship with it.
See, there's just a really deep burning passion to not let Oramis take this ship.
Can you not let
I don't
Remember,
think
you are on this ship.
Yeah, I'm fine. Don't worry about me.
Look, if we want to say something ignited below decks after everyone's safe, that's fine. Can we not blow things up while many of my friends and family are down like 5 feet below us?
It's the other end of the ship, Felix. It's fine. Is it just the one cannonball they've got, Ben? Like one explosion?
No, so if you imagine both of these groups of like regular cultists are like one of them will have like a cannonball, and the other one is readying the powder and things for the cannon for the fire. So I would probably say that the blue cultist up here and the blue cultist down here are the ones who have the cannonball, and actually this guy would be over here. And yeah, each of them have one of these. As he says this, and you can see this almost like, as I said, like charcoal-looking cannonball with this like glowing red interior.
So are we attacking?
Yes.
But concisely? Concise attacking?
And if you wait like just a moment, I can potentially slow them all down.
See, they haven't noticed this yet, have they?
No, they haven't noticed. They're all very, very busy doing their job.
Right. I trust you. I trust you, Felix, to do the right thing. And I will wait.
Hold an action.
All right, cool.
Maybe, but I don't think they're going to come down here. Also, I'm thinking if I hold a firebolt, Ben's going to go like, it's probably quite Dingin's cabin, and all the cultists notice this flame suddenly at the back of the ship.
I would also say you'd be experienced enough to know with a fireball. I'd also say the ship you're in catches fire. with a massive group of halflings down below, and everything goes to, not necessarily everything goes terribly. You do what you want, Sam. You cast a fireball if you want to cast a fireball. But
I'll hold a Toll the Dead for if someone. So I'm going to stay behind this barrel. If someone comes past the barrel, I'm hitting them with the Toll the Dead.
okay, yeah. These like circular things here, that's the mast coming down into the.
Oh, it's the mast gate. Right, I'll hide behind the mast. And if someone spots me, or Felix or I, then I'll let it go.
Okay, cool. Yeah, sounds good.
Oh, it's a good thing
finally, it
Gylndan's
is
so willowy thin to hide behind the mast.
This is what I was built for.
Right, so
Masts,
finally we have
lampposts.
some cultists. So this
Spears.
cultist over here is first going to go for Mazzy because Mazzy came after him. It's an 18 plus stuff that hits, so Mazzy takes 3 points, 5 points of piercing damage and 2 points of lightning damage. Then this guy runs up here to get the flank
Oh,
on.
good, and he loses his hunter's
with-
mark.
Fantastic.
That was a
Then this guy comes up here. Advantage. That would be a miss, but advantage. Sure. Advantage for the natural 20 on Mazzy. So that's 4 plus 1. That's not great. Plus that is plus 3 is 5 plus 3. 8. 8 points of piercing damage and 4 points of. What's that guy? That guy's blue. So lightning damage again. Then this
Mazzy's
guy
gonna
over
react
here.
and cast
is gonna-
absorb elements
Okay,
and
sure.
reduce the lightning damage, and then power up his next melee attack.
All right, cool. I like it. Then this guy is going to run over. He's probably going to run like over here, and over these barrels, he's going to pull out a small like light crossbow. And even between everybody, this guy, he was a killer back in his back before he went into the silver hold, and he thinks he's got a pretty decent shot. So he's going to try and shoot Oramis through all the fucking chaos of the bet. But sadly, that is a miss, and I'm going to roll to see if it hits the. Yeah, so this guy puts an arrow into the back of the Inquisitor.
What a lethal killer he was.
What a
Nathan
lethal
getting
killer he
involved.
was indeed.
By the way,
Oh shit! Yeah, he might do.
Oh, yeah. That's
Let's go and get Ponsky.
yeah,
No,
we'll go to Nathan in a second. So
Yeah, just do that. Go and then.
he deals sadly only 1 plus 3, so 4 points of piercing damage. This guy plus
friendly
the
fire
elemental
is on.
damage, which is 4 points of acid damage. Nice. So that's 18. That guy. Yeah, he fires off this crossbow bolt. The White Inquisitor just gets hit and just turns around like. And the guy just sorry. Nathan, what's Nathan up to?
All of the spells. Nathan will cast. He will cast. Let's go for. Catapult.
Nice. Love it.
So I imagine he'll just pick up like maybe a little cannonball or a tiny crate or something.
Well, I believe with catapult you choose an object within range, so it doesn't even have to be like anything he's holding. So yeah, like there's plenty of like cannonballs and barrels and crates and different things lying about. Like yeah, you can choose like a cannonball, sure. That's funny.
A cannon.
I think there is a weight limit, but
And then he is gonna. Oh, I can't move him, but basically he would come up to the other side of the boat and then fling one at this guy back here.
I will amend the fact that you can't move him.
And that'll be a dex save from that gentleman.
You should be able to move him now.
Cool. Yeah, DC 16 dex save.
Oh, this guy's having a bad day. Rolling that one.
Oh yeah. So he now takes some damage. 3d8.
Cannonballs are quite big. You could possibly see their trajectory as they were being fired. Do you reckon you could cast Catapult on an incoming cannonball to turn it around?
I'd probably say no, because it's a moving object. Like, if it was like I mean, maybe there might be a check involved if you're really desperate, and if you had it as a reaction, obviously, like, you wouldn't be able to do it as your action to get a moving cannonball. But if you're like, I'm holding my action, the cast catapult, when the fired.
It says choose one object weighing 1 to 5 pounds within range that isn't being worn or carried, and I think a moving cannonball is being carried by Hell's Fury. So
that is valid. 10 points of damage. Sadly, these guys have just that tiny bit more health than 10. So Nathan points at a cannonball and just almost like flicks his wrist, and this cannonball flies up and pings this guy in the back of the head, and he gets hit and he's like, "Oh, who the fuck did that's just not fair." And this guy's really freaking out over the fact that someone in the middle of a fight hit him with a cannonball. He's being very, very petty about it. He's like, "Come on, I mean, you know, blades and stuff, fair enough, but a ow!"
Nathan just shouts back to this guy, life isn't fair, before he hides behind the cannon.
Fair enough. Alright, so at the end of the round, your crew, Oramis, essentially rush onto the deck of the enemy ships. You should have in your thing a ship's crew stat block, or a ship crew stat block that I've actually made for you now, so we won't keep having to say go and find the bandit stat block. Can you roll me 2 sets of initiative? One for the Dragon's Revenge and one for the Vengeance.
Sure. It's just loading. 1. Oh, terrible.
Excited. Finally got to be able to use. So that's for the Dragon's Revenge, and 18 for the Vengeance. Right. So I believe that most of you guys had plus 20. I know Felix had plus 20, because Felix, I believe you rolled a nat 20, but Oramis still got ahead of you and Mandy rolled something like that. So I'm going to put Vengeance there, and there. Now, where there is ship combat, there is obviously your people fighting. And these are the fairly basic rules that I'm going to go by for seeing how well your crew do. So on their turn, we're going to roll for them an attack roll. If it beats AC 13, which is the base AC for cultists, so if you imagine on this ship now, there is, you know, like 25 or more cultists on this enemy ship, plus all of your crew, like, ganging up on them. Basic cultists AC 13, so they just need to roll an attack roll. If they beat AC 13, they're fine. They're doing fine. If they fail, one of your crew members is sadly slain in the ensuing battle. But that's not all, because now that they're all on there, and now that, you know, we've gone through the first round, most of your crew are on their ship, as the captain, Oramis, and as the lieutenants of these ships, if you're on the top deck, sadly Glynn's and Felix doesn't really apply to you until you get to the top deck, but whilst on the top deck, you can use a bonus action to either make an attack roll against a creature as part of the ship, so you can basically use your bonus action to say, "Oi, you hit him," and one of your crew will make an attack against them. Or you can use your bonus action to say, "Oi, help me," and you can gain advantage on your next attack roll or ability check.
Okay. Nice.
Small little thing you can do as your crew is all around you, getting things moving. The only other thing, no, I won't go with that, so I'll just make everything much longer. But yeah, everything's now kicking off. There's flintlocks being fired, and swords clashing together, men and women shouting, sort of like blood-curdling screams of violence, and the battle is in full swing. So, Oramis, it is started a new round of initiative. It is your turn. You're being slightly surrounded. What are you going to do?
Spiritual weapon.
Yeah.
Can I move into its space?
Ooh, that's a very good question. I'm going to read this spiritual weapon. Floating spectral weapon within range. It's a spell, make a melee attack. Bonus action, then you can move the weapon, roughly take whatever form you choose. I'm going to say yes. Partially because it's a barbecue, and also because it says like spectral weapon, something like a ghostly thing. So yeah, I'll say you can, but it'll be like moving into the space of any other creature. So it's like difficult terrain to move into and out of because you're trying to dodge out of the way of its attacks, sort of thing.
Okay. So I'd like to move there, and then make a Shadow Blade attack.
Alrighty.
Against the cultist guy with advantage.
This guy have any reactions? No, he doesn't. So, 15 does hit and 9 slashing damage.
Can I add a sneak attack to that? Or flavor over there?
You can because you have advantage. Yes.
Oh, mamacita!
Ooh, 18. So
Unnecessary amount of damage for a cultist.
27 damage. Well,
this guy here, the Inquisitor. Yeah.
I thought you just murked the cultist with your sneak attack damage alone.
Yeah, you deal you pull out your Shadow Blade and deal, like in one sweep, deal this heavy attack just down his clavicle. Clearly does not like it. Anything else? You have another attack? Bursting Blade.
Gonna go again.
Alrighty. 18, 9 slashing damage, another palpable hit.
And a bonus action Conceal Blade?
Yeah, nice.
With advantage, not that that makes any difference.
Yeah, sadly a 12. So you bring down and slash this guy on the neck, and then another slash across his shoulder, and you sort of go in for the final thrust of the hidden blade, and just to grab your hand just before it reaches his neck, and almost throws it away. Anything else in your turn? Any movement? Anything like that?
No, but question with the spell stone that I have, is that a bonus action or an action to use that?
Whatever spell is in it. So if it's an action spell, it's an action to use. If it's a bonus action spell, it's a bonus action.
Okay, cool. Just wanted to know where I stood.
Cool.
On the
next up, Felix.
Thank you for that helpful comment.
You are most welcome. Anytime, Captain. I will.
Don't worry, Luke. I'll put a hole in the boat and watch his children drown.
It's so dark.
Oh, it's really dark.
So I will pull out. Is it tick or is it top? I don't know. One of the daggers that's part of the mechanist set.
Really not down with the kids, are you, JJ? It's tick-tock. It's together.
And
I know it's the dagger.
I will use it to cast slow, targeting the 40-foot cube, which contains all 5 cultists.
Fantastic. Alright, so cultist number blue at the very top rolled a natural 20.
Well, he's
cultist
a dick,
number black
so
rolled.
Screw him.
Black cultist rolled an 18. Black Inquisitor rolled a 2. Even with all of his bonuses, he's probably going to make that. Green Inquisitor rolled an 18.
He's a
These
dick.
guys are being very, very nice to me today. And Blue Inquisitor at the bottom rolled a 14. That's a fail.
Okay.
So the Blue Inquisitor at the bottom, he's the one actually holding the other cannonball. So at the very least, he is slowed. You got 2 of them. 3 of them surprisingly rolled very, very well. Nice.
Yeah, well, they are slowed and suffer all the various penalties associated with that. -2 AC, -2 to their AC and dexterity saving throws. Can't use reactions. It gets either an action or a bonus action, not both. It can't make more than one melee or ranged attack. If it attempts to cast a spell, it has to roll a d20. If it rolls below an 11, the spell is wasted. If it rolls above an 11, it takes 2 turns to cast. It can make a saving throw at the end of its turn.
Cool. I put a little snail on them to show that they're slowed.
Oh, a little sleepy snail.
Love. Oh, a little sleepy snail. Cool. Anything else? Suddenly you see all these cultists like just sort of like they're slowed, and then they sort of all look around, or 2 of them look around like, what's going on?
I'm just gonna bonus action. Pop a second wind, just so I'm as topped off as I can be.
Very nice. Very nice indeed. Cool. The cultists definitely know something is up. I would say probably with slow, because there's not like a directional thing of it. They don't necessarily know you're there. But they know something is certainly going on now. Some kind of spell has been cast over them or whatever. Nicely done. Next up we have the Vengeance. So, Oramis, can you roll me an attack roll for the Vengeance? You need to beat AC 13.
Yes.
Using the ship crew stat block.
They're both the same, aren't they? +4.
Yeah, they're both the same.
Oh, good boys.
Oh.
That one.
Hang on. Does it not have advantage because the 2 boats are either side of the boat?
Yeah, I like that.
No, that's not quite how it works.
That is how advantage
Sorry,
works.
that's exactly how advantage works.
Because the crew on the boat.
Also, there's like 40 guys on the boat. How are they not standing opposite one another?
Because they're fighting people and they're doing all sorts of stuff, and they're not as skilled as you guys to be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get advantage. You know, these are basic.
Are you telling me Frank and Mason are not?
Oh, Frank and Mason are in there, sure, and they're doing stuff, but you know, you haven't quite properly, fully trained them up yet, and I don't want to add any more NPCs to the massive NPCs you have, unless you want me to put Frank, Mason, and Caspian on there for you.
No, it's fine.
I want to go to bed tonight.
Yeah. I'd like to finish this combat in less than 2 weeks of sessions. But know that they are there commanding people and doing their own thing, and they're doing pretty well. They're focusing on 1 or 2 other Inquisitors that are, you know, on board the ship. But yes, can you mark off? Yeah, can you mark off 1 crew member for the Vengeance, as they are sadly slain in the onslaught. Next up is Mazzy. Mazzy is looking a little bit surrounded at the minute.
Yeah, he's probably just gonna take out his dual sword and just do a nice little. Well, hit the first guy and see what happens to him.
Oh, instant death.
26. Yes, probably some death.
And
8 piercing damage. Not quite enough to kill him, but
and then a
give him a bad
d6 of
slap
lightning
to the leg.
damage from absorb elements as well.
It is enough damage to kill him.
Haha!
Yeah, because he went for the first guy, picked off 3. No, because this guy is, both of them are resistant to lightning, and therefore he's holding on with 1 hit point left.
He's a dickhead.
He is a dickhead.
He will die now.
A lightning-based lightning.
Oh, good. I'm so glad
He
that's
does now
so
go.
much higher when he's got 1 HP.
Yeah, I can tell you, these guys have 12 HP.
You didn't need to say that, Ben.
Yeah. So he's on 1 HP, so the first attack like slashes the guy, but he's not quite dead, and that's like, oh, slashes up at him. I think it flies off the back of the, flies off the railing of the ship. Nicely done. Anything else for Mazzy, or is that pretty much it?
He will use his combat initiative to walk around here and give Kaiman potentially advantage on a flank.
I like it. Alrighty. Cool. When we have the Inquisitors, and now Inquisitors do inquisitorial things. So the White Inquisitor is going to make 2 attacks against Oramis, 1 attack against Vaishal, because why not? So attack against Oramis, he's going to do recklessly. So the natural 1 I just rolled can go fuck itself. So that is, God, what's the plus bonus to that? So it's a 15 to hit you, Oramis, for the first attack.
Miss.
And 25 to hit you with the second.
Yeah.
So that is 1. God, so that's 1 plus 4 is 5 slashing damage and 7 cold damage.
Uncanny dodge.
Cool. And then the second attack's going to go against Vaishal and wait, disadvantage. Oh yeah, 25 hit Vaishal easily. Give some damage to Vaishal. 2, 5 plus 7 plus 1, 5 plus 8 is 13, plus 3 is 16, so Vaishal takes 16 damage overall. Which for time 57 HP is not exactly what you want to hear. 57. Fuck. 16, so that's 63. 2, 3. Cool. Nice, that's him done. The Blue Inquisitor is going to come over here and stand looking at the nice little line here that's being made. And he's just going to look over at the Blue Inquisitor between Mazzy and Kaiman. Sorry, old chap, sacrifices must be made. I'm sure you understand. And he's going to cast Lightning Bolt through Mazzy and Kaiman. So can Mazzy and Kaiman please roll me dexterity saving throws? I'm going to use
Jesus.
my lovely.
It's not Mazzy's night.
Or seemingly it's neither of your knights. Both of you take 33 points of lightning damage.
How well do I know this guy?
Mazzy, he's fought with you recently. You know?
But not that well.
I don't know well enough to let this go.
Okay. What does that mean? Do you have a thing that can negate some of the damage? Matt.
I don't. I'm just thinking of the ways that I'm going to throw him off the ship.
Ah, I see.
After we've already defeated them all. Yeah.
Excellent. Cool. Even if this guy, well, actually, we'll see if this guy, if the cultist in between them passes. It's a 19 on the dice. That definitely passes. So he takes half of 33, which is
16.
Thank you. And he's resistant to lightning, so half of that he takes 8. He's still alive, guys. Surprisingly.
I'm very unhappy about the situation.
I know you are. And finally, there is the Tortle man. Well, actually, no. We'll go first to the slowed guy down below. So, can you remind me what slow does?
Yeah.
I'm actually going to look it up. So
-2 to AC and dexterity saving throws. Can't use reactions on its turn. It gets either an action or a bonus action, not both. Can't make more than one melee or ranged attack. If it attempts to cast a spell, it has to roll d20. On an 11 or higher, it takes 2 turns to cast. On a 10 or below, the spell is wasted. It makes a wisdom saving throw at the end of its turn.
Okay. So this is the thing. There's not really a spell. It's it's an ability. So what he's going to do is he's going to be like, what the fuck's going on? And he's going to make a perception check to see if he can try and identify you two. So can Gylndan and Felix roll me stealth checks, please, against his perception check. So he's going to try and roll.
Oi.
I might just switch to physical dice.
I'm a
at this rate.
beanpole.
You can do if you want to. Anyone
I'll
can
give it
do.
another round, see how it goes. But at this rate, I might. It's not going well.
So he begins, so his movement speed is half. So he can go 5, 10, 15, 20 here.
Yeah, the weird thing is, it
And he
doesn't
starts-
actually. Like, I keep reading the spell, and it doesn't say anything about their speed being reduced.
Yeah, it does. It said an affected target's speed is half.
Yeah, it does. How have I missed that sentence after reading this 4 fucking times? I've read the spell 4 times and missed it every single time. When specifically looking for it, because I'm like, why is their speed not slowed? I'm an intelligent man, I swear.
So he can see your little he sees your little hat, Felix, or little like goggles popping over the crate to the side, and maybe you like just took like one extra little peek because you thought you could, and he's like, "Oh, intruder," and he's got this ability, and it's big. It does. Yeah, no, he's going to do this. So, as an Inquisitor, he's going to stand there and essentially try and use his acid breath against you. I'm going to say that his acid breath corrodes through a wooden crate. But
Has he seen us?
He's seen Felix, certainly.
Okay. Would I recognise that he's seen Felix?
Yeah, you have definitely heard the over here, intruders.
Okay. Well, my held action goes off against Inquisitor then.
Alrighty, roll. Well, he needs to roll for thingamabob. That's a 4 plus.
That's a fail.
What's he got on? What's the boy got on the locker for wisdom saves? Please say it's good. That's a makes it a 10. Roll damage for.
You haven't hurt him, have you? You've just slowed him.
Yeah, he's not been done yet.
Alright, 3d8.
Not physically, emotionally, he's going through turmoil right now.
8.
Achtung!
Study on, Ben.
Thank you.
It's not one of those Zoom calls.
Felix, can you roll me a dex save? You do have a +5 to this save. Because you're behind this cover and he's going to try and essentially spit acid through the crate.
I'll spit some fire bars.
24 with a +5.
Yeah, you're fine. You'll take a tiny bit of damage, but really not much more. Well, I say you'll take half damage. That's 5, 4 plus 9, 16, half to 8. You take 8 points of acid damage. As he just sort of turns around. Something like the spray of acid comes out of his mouth, and that is weirdly not slowed despite him. Yeah, very weird.
It's time to
Burns the crate.
cutting people to pieces.
Then finally we have this Inquisitor over here. Now he... Oramis is being a problem, as Oramis often is.
You're a problem.
So...
Let me ask you this question. When isn't Oramis a problem?
That's a very good point.
When he sleeps.
When he's in control of the boat because he's in control of our fate. Then he still is a problem, you just don't tell him he's the problem.
Yeah, I'll tell you what he's going to do. He's going to look around.
Which one is this? The one next to Oramis? Or...
The turtle individual.
Oh, right.
And he's going to raise his warhammer warhammer, which, as he raises it into the air, you can see like he's scratched onto the edge of what essentially looks like a metal brick on the edge of a long staff. He scratched onto like symbols of Tiamat, like a really basic thing of like Tiamat's symbol of the 5 heads. And he raises it up. Stay still, I want to hit ya. Yeah, you can try and cast Hold Person at, was it 2nd, 3rd, 4th level to try and get 3 of you. So can Oramis, Kaiman, and Mazzy all make me wisdom saving throws, please?
I've all of a sudden thought that we're not okay. Like, we might not come out of this very well. I forgot how tanky these Inquisitors are.
Oh.
Yeah.
And Oramis is now open to crits.
I'm sure I have something that gives me resistance to. I don't know.
I mean, I'll look it up. I don't think Hold Person is charmed, but I'll look it up.
Also,
No,
Luke,
it's like
just
Oramis
had to know
draws
that
it.
your advantage roll is a 6.
Yeah, oh yeah, even if you had advantage, it'd still be a safe. Oramis, you are paralyzed. Mazzy, I believe, is also paralyzed, as this guy's DC is 17. So, Kaiman, you break through this. This is easy work for you to break through. You barely feel anything. But you suddenly watch as Oramis is like, ducking and weaving between people's attacks. He suddenly just stops. And so does Mazzy on the other side. They just stop. And you get rather concerned. And you can see that this tortle individual here they've stopped after he has very clearly cast the spell. Do with that information what you may.
Ben, just
I feel like we need to
So
pull
last
out
time we were
the
on
big
a
guns.
ship, we had crab. Anyone up for some turtle soup?
Turtles. Yes, Sam, what were you saying?
Does that Inquisitor downstairs make a save against being slowed, or is he just slowed?
It's a very good question. JJ, does he need to make a save against
Yes,
being
at the end
slowed,
of
or
his
is he just
turn.
slowed?
He does.
Cool.
I swear to God, if he rolls like the other ones,
What's that?
God.
Failure.
16.
Fails. Oh, thank God. Oh, this was
Whew.
gonna
Alright.
be.
And then on the Tortle's bonus action, he's going to swing his spiritual weapon at Oramis with advantage. That's a 17 plus 7. So that's that hits. Mid 20s. God, this is 4d8 plus 4. So 6 plus 2 is 8. 12, 14 plus 4, 18 points of force damage to Oramis as you're suddenly sort of slowed, and then this warhammer, which doesn't feel like a warhammer, but it certainly feels like a hard spectral thing, just slams you in the side.
Can hear Luke individually taking his hit points now.
That's fun. Cool. Next up, we have Vaishal. Vaishal is what does Vaishal do? You can see that you're suddenly thing. What's he got on the locker, gents? What does he have in the
Oh,
locker?
fucking dragon.
Yeah, dragon. But also remember, he's not meant to be here.
Also, wooden boat.
Sorry, I don't care if he's got imposter syndrome. We're losing the fucking fight. Let him do a dragon.
You're not losing the fight yet. You got plenty of people up and a whole crew around you. You're fine.
No.
You're over exaggerating. He's to cast.
I mean, if you want to talk about nice lines, I think Vaishal takes a step to his right, and there's a nice line of 3 cultists.
How would that? Oh yes. Oh, very good. Yes, he's going to do that because he can still use his breath weapon, whilst thanks. So I'll tell you what he's going to do. Vaishal suffers an attack of opportunity, turns around, leaps up onto this cannon, black with a little bit of electric might. Very good call. So I need 3 saving throws from them. I'll just roll this really quickly. 31 points of damage from the thing from Vishal. Let's see if the first cultist fails and the green cultist dies. Total fails. And all three fail. I believe this guy doesn't have a hit to survive it. This guy dies. Tortle needs to make a con save. That is a... What does he need? 31 points, 15 he needs. He rolled a 13. Old person is lifted. Oramis, you can suddenly heal yourself again.
Oh, my goodness.
That was very useful. Forgot about the attack opportunity on Vishal, which does hit him and deal 3 plus 7, 14, 18 points of damage. Ooh, Vishal. Cool. That's sorted. Kaiman, what you doing?
Oh wait. Oh yeah, I've done it. I've been looking at my different divine things.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to see if I could like buff healing, but they're all about like adding fire and stuff. So I think best bet is to take out this turtle,
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
stuff him back into a shell, and boil him. With my god power fire bestowed upon.
This is a responsible use of your god power.
Yeah, it's like, you know, it was just to make it quicker to turn the forge on in the early mornings, but now I've been using it to cook just all the time. So yeah, just easily stroll up to the fella.
As you stroll up to him, just looks at you. What are you supposed to be?
You're just like something cool and just punch him. Well, it's like,
oh, definitely hits him.
yeah, well, bam.
6 bludgeoning plus 9 fire damage. Nice. That is.
Kaiman learnt at an early age that that something cool, and everyone's like, "Wow!"
Yeah, you punch this guy, and you bonk this guy in the face, and his head does sort of slightly go down into his shell, but it sort of pops back up. Is that everything on your turn? Any bonus actions? Any movement?
Yeah, I was really hoping that punch would do more. It disappointed me. But oh wait, no, I accidentally clicked long rest. Go back.
Takes a snooze right after his
Yeah.
Try
Sick.
and remember what spells and stuff you used from before. I know you used a 7th level and 2 3rd levels.
4th levels.
4th levels even.
Okay.
And you used 3rd level for Aura Vitality. But
Yes.
is that everything on your turn?
Didn't I have a bonus healing?
Yeah,
Spell?
your healing word as a bonus.
That's the one I'll use. On who?
Don't know about anybody else, but
I'm down 100 health.
okay. On yourself.
But I've still got 40.
Oh,
so.
you're a bit of a tank.
Yeah.
Hyman is tough in every sense of the word.
So I think I don't need it this turn, but maybe who's this guy? Let me zoom in. Wait, no, that's a bad guy.
That is a bad guy. The red guy next to him.
There we go. That's that guy. Where's I can't find this spell. Oh, healing word.
Yeah.
Level
You go past it.
I'll do another level 4, I guess.
Gylndan, so I think
Well, bam. Oh,
7 plus 6, 13 points of healing to you, Oramis.
Oh, thank God.
Nice.
What does that put you on, Luke? 14?
46 out of 118.
Oh, you're fine. Don't know what you guys are worrying about.
Yeah. Well, he's fine now. He's not paralyzed.
Yeah, that's true. Cool. If that's everything, then Gylndan, what are you up to, my dude? So actually, I'm going to put the initiative order slightly more central so that everyone can see. I'm going to put it over here in the middle. There we go.
How big is this? From floor to ceiling, how tall is it?
About maybe 7 feet.
Oh. Okay.
Do not use fireball.
No. No. We've evolved beyond that.
Gravity rift.
I'm just debating a gravity sinkhole, to be honest. If I put a spell in the chat, I don't think this would affect the boat. Oh fuck, never mind.
I agree. I don't think it would.
20-foot radius sphere of crushing force forms at a point you can see within range. Each creature in the sphere must make a Constitution saving throw towards the center and the unoccupied space. Successful say the creature takes half as much damage as pulled.
See, I would argue
Save.
Maelstrom does a similar thing, but specifies that it drags in everything around it.
Yeah, because I was looking at doing Pulse Wave as well, and Pulse Wave says, which is why I ulted against it, that it pushes objects as well. So I didn't want to use Pulse Wave and push the bomb into the cannonball into a wall and have it blow up. But Gravity Sinkhole sounds like it absorbs people.
Yeah. I mean, bear in mind, these guys are holding these bombs, so if they suddenly get pulled into a place, I'll probably have to make a check to see if they're still holding onto it by the end of the time they're pulled. Because if you imagine you're holding a cannonball, a big heavy cannonball, and you're suddenly pulled at very high speed into a...
Yeah, how many of them are holding cannonballs?
2. So both blue
Yeah, these
guys.
cannonballs can't be impact activated, though.
Yeah, it sounds like they have an ignition.
Otherwise,
You got no idea.
I mean, otherwise otherwise I'm going to argue when fired they would explode because of the force of the detonation behind them would just cause them to explode.
Both of you make me an Arcana check.
Oh,
Let's see if you've maybe heard of these fireballs or
these famous fireballs.
make kind of deduction.
Nope, I know nothing.
Oh, I was gonna say that. So that is shit, but yours is shit as well.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, Felix, you don't really know a lot. You do get the sense that, given their chalky texture, you've known this in several, wizardly implements, an arcane implement, thinking that it is probably quite brittle, meaning that these are possibly quite close range things. They are not meant to
being
be.
dropped from max 7 feet.
Yeah. Being dropped from like 2 feet off the floor, probably not. I mean, these things are on a ship.
Yeah. Where they are?
Yes.
Is that are the prisoners below them, or are they just below where we are?
From what you can see, the prison encompassed most of the hull, at the very least up till this initial mast, this middle mast. Sorry.
Okay. I mean, I think I'm gonna do it.
But yeah, I would say that gravity sinkhole. It also doesn't say it goes around corners or through anything, so it is blocked by the ceiling and the floor. And
Okay.
as you say, it doesn't say it moves anything. It just says creatures. So it specifically pulls in living, breathing things.
So as I come around the corner, I'll go 5, and then I'll sort of see there's some on the left as well. So I'll go 5, 10. Right, and then I'll get a good angle of this bit here, and I will cast it in the center, and it should get all 4 because it's a 20-foot radius.
Okay, cool. So all four of these guys, 20-foot radius. That'll probably get the Inquisitor too. So
let me draw out. I didn't think it would, but
well, if it's going
Yeah.
here, say, or is it going on the stairs?
If you put it there,
5.
if you put it there, then 20 feet would also get the Inquisitor.
Oh, I always go to grab the shape after I've drawn it, and it never works. I mean, if you'd allow that, Ben. If you're happy with that.
Yeah. I'm fine with that. You know,
Okay.
it's not a particularly, you know, it's a fairly small space. Glyndon's a smart guy. Would definitely be like, oh, just in the middle, and that would get him. Sure. So what save do they need to make? Constitution saving throws. DC is 19. Right. Look up there. Oh, his.
It's DC 14, apparently. I'm not set up correctly.
No, it doesn't say. It doesn't have
It's showing up as 19 for me in the chat.
A regular cultist and plus one. Yeah, it
What?
says 19. in
Oh,
the
really?
chat.
That's weird.
Yeah, that's very, very weird, but I'll have to look into that.
I mean, as long as you see it, and I know it. So.
Yeah, so, alright, I need to
It's
make
just your spell save
5
DC, isn't
saves.
it?
So, starting from the top, cultists.
Hmm.
So, first guy up here, top blue, fails. Top black passes an 18 plus 1. Bottom green passes with a 19 plus 1. Bottom blue fails with a 16 plus 1. Inquisitor passes.
I mean, even if the
with a
guys that
19
pass
plus
are going to take 18
1.
damage.
Very good rolls by me. So
Yeah, and all the cultists not dead.
that's a very good point because yeah, they take damage, and even on a failed save, they would die. That's a very good point.
Glyndon just
So,
collected a ball of flesh in the middle of the ceiling.
Pretty much, it's kind of horrible. So they still take 18.
And he
damage.
doesn't.
This
It
guy
doesn't
takes
move because he
18 damage,
passed.
which is, 6. No, he doesn't. Yeah, so just like all of a sudden in the center of the room, yeah, these guys all just pull together, collide in the middle, and yeah, just all of them just then like slump to the floor, gone, expired.
What happens to the cannonballs?
I would say that due to this now compiled group of people in the middle, they just like the cannibals like laid on top of them for now. With the rocking of the ship, they might go back and forth, but at the very least, for the rest of your turn and the rest of the round, they're on top of these individuals.
Okay. Amazing. That was a lot more effective than I thought it was going to be. And then I'll sort of see that I've made this mound of flesh. And I'll look at Felix and I'll say, well, maybe clear that up before we bring the kids up here. And then I'll say, go do your worst on the Inquisitor.
Alrighty. Cool. Gylndan done. It is now up to the rest of the cultists, and there's really not very many cultists left. It's just the one
Nathan?
that's been complaining or hit in the back of the head.
Oh yeah, Nathan is going to do the exact same thing. Hey, I thought I told you not to do that. Doing. Dex save again.
Yep. 12.
Yep, fails. 3d8. Bosh.
Yeah. So this guy's like, that's really, God, that's just so unnecessary. The same cannonball comes back up the other way, hits him in the back, like hits him out front of the face. He flies backwards. Not even flies backwards. It's literally like, he was killed forward. This thing then just rises up, tunk, and he almost like spins on the axle of his hips, hits the deck on the sort of like back of his neck, and just falls. And you can see that like even Nathan in this moment just like gives himself a little bit of a smirk. Says, "You're fucking right." Cult is dead. Dragon's Revenge. Can you make me an attack roll with the ship crew? This will be for the Dragon's Revenge. See if they lose a man.
Probably, because they're all useless.
Oh my god.
Is that
It's
twice?
not your crew's day.
That's an identical roll, I swear.
Yeah. So sadly,
5 and
Right.
21 you got last time.
Decimate crew, you hear
Uh,
other people crying and calling out as they are sadly killed in the battle. Cool. Then Oramis, we'll go back to you at the top of the initiative. Let's get this going a little bit. Let's speed this up. Let's go.
Alright. I will do such magical things.
Such magical, wonderful things.
Turtle boy. Yeah.
Top boy. Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna get one of them. Nice.
With disadvantage because you have an attacker within 5 feet of you.
Hey?
You have an attacker within 5 feet of you. Any ranged attack is made with disadvantage.
Hey?
Like you're trying to shoot an Eldritch Blast while a massive guy with a huge battle axe is swinging at you from behind.
Oh, that's load of rubbish. Load of rubbish.
Sadly, a 12 misses the turtle individual.
Fine. Can I bonus action stab this guy with my concealed blade behind me?
Yeah.
I know. I'm just.
Does hit, and you do get 4 points of damage.
Is he dead?
No, he's not dead.
Alright, fine. I'm going to risk attack of opportunity to move out of the fucking way.
Cool. That is a 26.
Oh, shitting hell. Okay.
19 on the dice, I'm afraid. So that's 4 plus 4 is 8 points of slashing damage, and very, very 10 points of cold damage.
Damn. Anyway, I started blasting.
Start a blast.
Well, that was worth it.
26 does hit, yes. 12 damage in the face.
This guy's really pissed me off, so I'm going to fire my last one at him.
Alrighty.
16.
And a 16 does hit.
Oh, good. So the 14 kill him yet?
14 damage. No, 14 damage doesn't kill him yet.
For fuck's sake.
If you remember, these White Inquisitors are beast. They are.
I felt like he's taken quite a bit of damage already, though.
He has taken quite a bit. I can tell you he's taken 58 points of damage already.
Do you not remember how beefy these people are?
Yeah, these ones are hefty buggers.
Is now a good time to take a break? I know I've just had my go, but...
Oh, it's cool. Take a break there.
Yeah.
Because otherwise it'll be quite a while by the time we get through everyone's.
Yeah, no, it's a good point. All right, yeah, we can take.
Dragons.
Certain dragon's bane.
That'll get people on your side, 'cause most people don't like dragon.
And Oramis is trying to win a people's election, so
That's true. Cool. So, why don't we get back into initiative with Felix? Felix, you are downstairs. You can hear the commotion going all above you. You've heard shots of lightning and people dropping to the ground and clashes of swords down here. Only one guy left, slowly pulling out like 2 daggers, slowly pushing his way towards you.
Yeah, it's about time to get stabby. So that's what we're gonna do.
it's about damn time.
17 to hit.
Oh, I don't like this because he doesn't get his reactions, and he has good reactions. Yes, 17. Believe hits. I'd be surprised if it didn't hit. I can't remember. Yes, 17 does hit.
Okay. 11 damage.
11 damage.
2 for 8 damage. And then a 14 as an offhand attack. He's got reduced AC from slow. So
With the reduced AC, then. That just hit, so the reduced AC from slow.
excellent. So 7 damage from that.
7 damage from that. He's looking very rough. He's somehow still alive, and you can see he's like reacting to all these impacts in the slow motion fashion. He's like, I will kill you. Slowly raising his dagger up. Anything else on your turn, Felix?
No, that's me.
Cool. Then we have the Vengeance. Oramis, can you roll me an attack roll for the Vengeance to see how well they're doing in this combat?
I'd love to.
They've lost a man. Morale's down. You need a 13 or higher. A 23. Yeah, morale is slightly raised at the loss of these 2 men. Well, not morale is raised, but in vengeance of their death, you can hear the blood-curdling sounds of many of your men cutting down several of these cultists on board as an act of revenge. But yeah, your men are fine for now. Mazzy, what's good old Mazzy doing?
Mazzy will have a quick look around and go, this guy's close by, let's go over here, get advantage, and do a big old stab.
Uh, 13 sadly does not hit. 16
Advantage?
also does not hit.
16 also doesn't hit, okay.
Sadly not. But a 26 will certainly hit, yeah.
17 damage from Mazzy.
17 damage from Mazzy. First attack, he bats away with his massive hammer, but the second one, Mazzy manages to get him just on the back of the leg. Nicely done, Mazzy. Cool. If nothing else from Mazzy, then we move to the Inquisitors. Who... Now, he... Yeah, let's see here. Let me just look up as well. I think... Washes over A, right. So he's not going to do that one because that's single target and that sucks. He's going to go for... yeah, fuck it. He's gonna do a... He doesn't like everyone being around him. That's bothering him greatly. So... Now, here's the question. Can you upcast Spirit Guardians?
Yes.
You can. Spell damage increases by 1d8. And it's a 3rd level spell, so he's going to up it to... Yeah, he's going to up it to 5th. Fuck it. So, you see this guy raise up his staff and slam it into the ground, and suddenly, from like the tip of his staff, these like almost like skeletal-looking draconic faces start emerging and spinning around, and they just start like giving a horrible whispering sound on. I believe designate any number of creatures you can see to be unaffected by it. He designates all of his friends. An effective creature speed is half in the area, and when the creature enters the area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn, they must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, it takes 3d8 radiant damage, but he's cast at a 5th, so that's actually 5d8 radiant damage. If you're good or neutral, or 3d8 if you're evil. Well, no surprise here. He's evil, so there's no bottom. Half is marked on a successful save. Okay. So that's a 5th level spell down for this guy. Not many, but...
Who cast that?
That is the Tortle individual.
Alright.
And then as a bonus action, he's going to bring this over here to... I think he's actually going to bring it over to Mazzy, because Mazzy's... Oramis is hurt. Nah, other Inquisitor's got Oramis, it's fine. He's going to bring it over to Mazzy and try and whack Mazzy over the back of the head. Natural 20 on Mazzy over the back of the head. No, this guy's been rolling very, very well. 5, 13, 16, 20, 24 points of damage to the back of Mazzy's head. Ouch, indeed. And that's, I think, going to be him, although he is going to slightly move just here, just out of thingy range, out of, advantage. Blanking. Thank you. Next up is Vaishal, and Vaishal is going to look at this guy and do something helpful. Oramis, you're looking at her, but all you have is... Oh no, he does have kill wounds, so he's going to run up to Oramis. That'll be a attack opportunity, and he really doesn't want one of those because he's not looking too great himself. Then he's going to cast Heat Metal. Okay, yeah, he's going to cast Heat Metal on Mr. Tortleman. Because he has a big metal warhammer. Looks up to him, casts Heat Metal. Tortleman needs to make a save. Let me just look up a quick thing to the spell. PDF fire damage when you cast a spell onto the spell, and you can use bonus action on subsequent turns, causes damage again if the creature is holding or wielding an object on the time from it. Sit in a con save or drop the object if it can. Cool, so the guy needs to make a con save. Yeah, it's fine. He doesn't drop his warhammer, but he does take some damage. Vaishal, with his druidness, gets a little clock covering his face. And this guy, I'm just going to stick a little like heat symbol on him, if there is such a thing. I'm sure there's got to be a fire symbol or something of the like. Surprisingly, no, there's no fire symbol. That's disappointing. I'm going to use... I'm going to use like this to indicate that he's being heated. It does take 2d8, that's 10 points damage, 10.5 damage. And let's make con save, so drop his thing, he's fine. Cool, that's Vaishal's turn, and he's just going to stand here, ready for the attack opportunity if this white dude moves. Then we go to Kaiman. Kaiman, what you doing, my friend?
I don't think my gauntlet's gonna do much, so I'm gonna do what I should be doing and heal. I lost it. Which one? I was gonna use a healing. This one.
Which one is it?
Aura of Vitality.
Yeah, it's a good one. So as an action, you cast the spell, and as a bonus action, you grant people healing.
Yeah, I'll do that one because then.
Ben, did none of the other Inquisitors go? Or...
Oh shit! Yes, of course. Thank you. None of the other Inquisitors fucking won. I'll tell you what. While you've got it on your mind, come and finish your turn, and then I'll do the rest of the Inquisitors. That's my bad. Also focused on
4 healing. That's fantastic.
4 healing. Who's that to?
Oramis.
Thank you.
4 healing, Oramis. I'll do the rest of the Inquisitor's turn now, if that's everything, Kaiman.
Yep.
So this guy is going to... Oh, that's a very nice line. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Look over the side. Another lightning bolt. Can I get Kaiman, Mazzy, and Oramis to make me a dexterity saving throw, please?
Damn it.
Shit.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Is this
Mazzy and Oramis, that is so disappointing.
an AoE type effect?
This is a lightning bolt. So if you passed, you would take half damage, and if you passed, you would take no damage. You do take half damage, even though you passed. So you take 15 points of lightning damage. Everyone else takes 31.
Mazzy's going to
Mazzy
halve
takes
that as
31.
well with absorb elements again.
But elements, cool.
31, you said.
31 points of lightning damage. Yeah.
I'm cooking.
I think you said you were on about 40 hit points, weren't you? So now you must be pretty hurt.
I'm on 8.
Looks like meat's back on the menu, boys.
Nice. So that's going to be his action as to what he can do. And I think that's all of his uses of lightning bolt done, but I think that's pretty
Quite
good.
effective.
Yeah, I think that's quite effective indeed. And yeah, that's going to be pretty much everything that he can do. So instead, you know what? He's actually going to remain there because he's pretty happy with not being flanked and the line that's currently being created. Then this White Inquisitor is going to take a couple of swings at Baishal and then probably move over and try and get one in on Oramis. So first one hits Baishal, second one hits Baishal. So I'll roll 7, 11, 14, 17 times 2, sorry, 16 times 2 is 32, so that's 32 points damage. Oh shit. For anyone keeping tabs on Baishal, he's on 3 HP. Then he runs over to Oramis and is going to try and swing at Oramis. Baishal gets an attack opportunity. Baishal rolls a 5, misses sadly. Then Oramis is going to try and hit you for 19.
That hits.
So that's 7 plus 3. That's 11 points of slashing damage. And 6 points of cold damage.
Can he dodge that?
You can do, yeah. Evasion is
Please.
not a reaction, so yeah, you can uncanny dodge it if you need to.
Please. Yeah. How much damage is that?
11 plus 6, so 17, half to 8.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all of this guy's attacks. Then we move over here, and this guy gets to make a single attack against. He can't take any bonus actions either, can he?
He can take a bonus action or an action, but not both.
Oh fuck you!
If you buy me dinner.
Gladly. Yeah, he's gonna.
You telling JJ fuck you for an item you gave him is like you shouting at the dagger you stabbed yourself in the thigh with.
No, because you guys haven't faced one of these acid inquisitors before, and I was hoping to show off some of his stuff. But if he does some of his stuff, he fucking dies.
Oh, sounds like a him problem.
So, does he have disadvantage on attack rolls at all, or is it just?
No, he can only make one attack, and he can only take So if he's got multi-attack, he still only gets one attack.
Cool. That is going to be then a natural 20 against you, Felix. I'm very sorry. This dice is being extremely kind to me today.
I'm gonna silvery
that's
barbs
gonna
that then if it's a nat 20.
Okie dokie, silvery barbs it. That is a 17.
17 miss. No, 17. No, 17. Yeah, 17 misses. Sorry, I've got weights on going because I had that last session, so I'm at 22.
Okay, yeah. So, yeah, he starts to go for it. You see in your mind's eye, quickly cast this reactionary spell and dodge out of the way using the acrobatic prowess of your blade song. Cool. Then we have, so we did Vaishal, we did Kaiman. So Gylndan, back on track.
Yes, I will.
Finish him.
Actually, he's slow, didn't he? 5, 2.
Yeah.
He is slowed, yeah.
I'll come here. That's my full movement. And I will. It's a very good line. I did not take lightning bolt today. I will, however, cast. I'll just hit him with a firebolt.
Yeah, go for it. Hit him with a fireball.
Big boy, PP, place.
Yeah, that hit.
Big damage, 13.
Big damage, 13. So, Felix, as you've been laying into this guy and really doing a lot of damage to him, all of a sudden there's just this bright sort of like flash, and there's like a small plume of smoke behind him, and it's just, you feel the spell let go, and this guy just moves normally again, just drops to the floor.
Sorry, is Gylndan just got an 8? That's a throwback for the ages. Oh, amazing! Well, there you go.
The astute sounds cool.
Yeah, and that's my movement. And I'm just gonna look at Felix and say, I don't think he pulled your weight.
In fairness, I don't weigh much.
That makes it worse.
Yeah, it does make it worse.
Fair enough.
That's me.
Cool. Then Nathan, what's Nathan doing? He's still over on.
Nathan's just pot showing people. 5, 10, 15, 20.
Anything got
Okay,
any
so go
charges
here
left in his
to get
staff?
No, he.
Yeah, no, he ran out of them because we had to roll to see whether it got destroyed.
Yeah, because I had so much going on, JJ, I actually recorded all of it with like little markings and stuff. Because I was like, "There's no way I'm going to keep track of all this."
No, that's cool.
You know,
I'm just wondering because some people are looking a bit rough.
I mean, almost everybody on the top deck is looking rough. Vaishal's on 3 HP. Oramis is on some amount. Mazzy's on 40. Kaiman's on 8. I mean, I think you've got at least 3 people on single digits. Yeah, yeah, 3 people on single digits.
My favourite form of healing has always been kill everyone out. Kill all the bad guys.
I see, that's mine as well.
This is
time is the greatest healer, you know.
Exactly. Yeah.
Nathan and Oramis really need to have a chat. I feel like they'd be good friends.
Right, Nathan's gonna spaff a. I need to finish that sentence. It's not good.
In the middle of battle.
I thought Nathan was quite a timid man. Apparently, he seems to be enjoying this rather a lot.
Mason, this will be in the performance review, mate.
He's
yeah, but just squab that.
He has. Yeah, he's gonna upcast Rove Scorching Ray. He'll do 5. And he'll do them into this. How does this Inquisitor look on this side of the boat?
He looks fairly hurt. You know, he's over half. Certainly.
Okay. All right. 15 hit.
15 does hit.
Bang. 11. Yes, Nathan. 11
very, very, very good hit.
Do you have to declare all the people who hit him with these, or can he sort of go through them?
I would say that you declare before you hit, because it's like, rays of things coming out and around. You can pick different people, so yeah. So declare who he's hitting next then.
He's gonna hit. Wait, hang on. So you want me to declare the next 4, or can I just declare them as I go?
Declare them as you go.
All right, okay. Yeah, that guy again. 25. 8 fire damage.
5 definitely hits for 8 fire damage.
And then the third one into that guy, 25 again. Bloody hell, Nathan. 5 fire damage, so that's
5 fire damage, not quite enough yet.
okay. One more into him. 16 hits.
16 does hit.
6 fire damage.
And it is with this one that this ray, like these like spinning rays throughout the air, this final ray just pulses into his back. It knocks him sort of like off his feet slightly, and then he just collapses back down the stairs, dead, thankfully.
And then, because he's got one more left, but just for flavour, because I imagine it's something Nathan would do. As being triumphant, he's called an Inquisitor. He's just going to do like a fist pump, and then one more is going to come out and go towards the portal captain. Oh shit!
I like that. It's like, yes, fuck, oh god.
Imagine it's on the turtle doesn't hit.
No.
No, I mean that makes sense if he shot it by accident.
Yeah, no, that makes perfect sense. Yeah, I like that. Cool. If that's everything for Nathan,
Yep.
then Oramis, can you roll me a Dragon's Revenge attack roll, please? AC 13. See how the boys are doing. 9.
Aramis, do you want to go and have a word
Sadly,
with the
another
crew?
one.
Honestly, well, this is Caspian's crew.
Yeah, this is Caspian's crew, but I will say, obviously, you can, if on downtime, you can have them trained. That stat block, I made it this week so that realizing that you wanted to upgrade and train people, so it can be edited and amended.
I know a swordswoman that would do it for a fee.
I've got cash. I've also got other things if she wants, but
I know Leonin who's happy to teach shanties for morale boosts.
Oh, what? Sorry.
The Leonin who's happy to teach shanties for a morale boost.
Don't know any Leonins around here, mate.
I know one. It's fine. We're on good terms.
Sorry, weird alien creature.
Githyanki? Is that what it became?
He did become a Githyanki. Yeah.
No, it's
Which was
never
so
happened.
weird. Like, can you imagine, this stout mountain druid getting the resurrection ritual ready, and then suddenly they pop out as an alien.
Yeah.
That's so weird.
If anything, you got it.
Anyway,
Nevada got it wrong.
So sadly, someone else from the Dragon's Revenge crew is sadly slain. Oramis, it is your turn once again.
Finally.
We get things ready. However, I will say at the start of the round, you can hear the vague sound of somewhere near your ships. There is suddenly a splash of water as you've heard a shot and then a cannonball, probably from the island nearby. As you can see the prison island, you get the sense that they haven't figured out the range yet, but you guys might want to start getting a move on before they do figure out the range and start blasting at the ships. So Oramis, what would you like to do?
Every bone in my body tells me to run away somewhere.
Start of your turn, can you make me a wisdom saving throw for Blight, please? No, not Blight, Spiritual Guardians. Spirit Guardian.
Oh, I mean, this is surely you fucked on it. Are you really low? You're really low, aren't you?
Why am I making a save?
Because the turtle has Spirit Guardians going in a 15 feet circle all around him.
Ah, right. Marvelous. Yes. What's the check? Sorry.
Wisdom saving throw.
Oh, wisdom. My strength.
Is it 15 foot around him? Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. 21 passes, so you take half damage. So that's 1, 2 ones. That's 2. Fucking hell. 3. So 1, 2, 3, 6. Oh, and the final one sort of made up for it. That's 14. So you would take 14 points of necrotic damage.
Okay. Is that halves?
That is halved because no, but then halved because of you passed your wisdom saves. That's 7, and then halved again because you're resistant to necrotic damage.
Right.
You take 3 points of necrotic damage.
Sweet.
On 5d8, he rolled 3 ones.
Cool. Okay.
That's
Luck's beginning to turn.
The dice give us take us away.
20, 25, 30.
Thank you, whoever drew that circle.
I thought it was helpful.
Bonus action dash 5, 10, 15, 20. Can I fast Eldritch Blast at that cultist up there?
Yes, you can. Roll to hit. He hasn't been touched yet, I think.
He has now.
He has now with a 14. Yeah, that's a definite good hit.
And a 13?
Out of the face. 13.
Right, 25, but 13 damage.
Yep. That is.
Oh.
So that's what?
Chunky hits.
That's. And then another 12. That is 9. Yeah, these 3 Eldritch Blasts hit into this guy. And suddenly he's not looking very good. He is a wizardly individual. He's not necessarily the most hardy. And you remember this from facing the ones in the capital. And yeah, these 3 Eldritch Blasts sort of hit him, and he's like keeling over, almost like coughing and spluttering. He's still up, but only just. Anything else on the turn, Oramis?
No.
No. That is good. Right. Felix.
Okay.
Let's go, Felix. Go.
Go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Does this get me out here, or do I need to go a bit further?
I'd say you need to go a little bit further. So you essentially need to get to like this bit here to then get out. It's 5 feet to open up the hatch and get through. So
Okay, so 5 more feet and I'm out there.
Yeah. 5 more feet and you're out there, and you would then end up here, pretty much.
Okay. I want to pop out of the hatch, and I want to bonus action Giant's Might, so I get big.
Yeah. As you get big, you suddenly, many people have to move out of the way for you to get big, because you're like there's a massive fight going on in the middle of the thing. You feel the waning of the ship below you.
Yeah, and I want to point my sword like look around, look for the turtle captain, and I want to point my sword down the deck and be like, Captain Shell Shit, I challenge you for this ship. And then I'm going to cast Enlarge on myself, and I'm going to get even bigger.
Okay.
So there's
We
now
suddenly get a gnome that's tripled in size. You're now like 12 to 15 feet tall. You're moving like ropes out of the side of your head. Yeah. Things got interesting very, very quickly there. Okay. Anything else in your turn, Felix?
no, that's me all done. That's bonus action movement.
Cool. Next up would be the Vengeance. Oramis, roll me an attack roll for the Vengeance, please. Let's please not have any more deaths from your crew.
I beg.
Too much more, and you won't be able to sail home.
I opened up the wrong character sheet.
Big roll, Luke. Big roll.
Big roll. Oh, you son of a...
You've got a believe you got like a +6 to this roll. So
+4.
+4. Interesting. Ah, yes, because it's based on the bandit. Actually, it's slightly better than the bandit. 11. Again, the sound of a crew member resounds over the clash of steel all around you. Mazzy.
Okay, Mazzy will. Let me just double check this.
Mazzy needs to make a whiz save.
Mazzy will make a whiz save first.
Is Mazzy low?
He is low-ish. Can't take a big hit, but you can take a couple of little ones.
Yeah, 12. So Mazzy takes 6 points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
You rolling shit on this, Ben?
I am.
Level 5 Spirit Guardians, you've done 9 damage.
I rolled 2 1s on that 5d8 as well. I've got so many 1s on this.
Okay.
The d20 is working fine. The d8.
Mazzy he will bonus action drop a healing spirit down, basically on himself, so that he can get immediate benefit from that.
Okay.
Which is 1d6. So bonus action cast, and then he gets a little healing on his turn.
Yep.
And then he will. He isn't looking great, so he's going to disengage and then go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 to try and get some distance so we can shoot rather than be up close going forwards.
Okay. I'd say there is like the railing over here, which would probably make at least 3/4. Actually, there's a whole door. I probably wouldn't even be able to see the turtle from way down here.
But that's fine because he can move.
Yeah.
And stuff. So.
After Mazzy is Senor Inquisitor, and
what's Captain Shellshit doing?
Oh, see, I do have ideas. I did have an idea of what he could do, but the problem is that if he does it, he Spirit Guardians, and he at least wants to keep that spell for a little. So, is there anything else?
Luke, that is so loud.
Is he going to respond to Felix at all?
Worthwhile using instead.
He will. I'm trying to think of an adequate response.
Surrender.
He has a decent charisma. And,
Sick burn, bro.
Yeah. I'll tell you what he's going to do.
Ocean's Wrath
So,
is a good
what did you say? Challenge him for the ship. He says something like, "Finally a challenge. Come on then, do your worst." And he's going to use his action to cast. I think this spell does a cool thing. Oh fuck no! Wait, what does it not do? The cool thing. It doesn't do the cool thing. Never mind, he doesn't do it because that was a 1 minute casting time and he just can't do it. In which case, he's going to. Fuck it. He's going to cast Blight on you. So can you make me a Constitution
counter spell?
At what level?
I know what level
the highest
spell
level
is, but I don't know whether Felix would. Would you permit me an Arcana check to see whether he would know the level of the spell?
Yeah. Fuck it.
Okay. 16.
Yeah, 16. That's DC 10 plus the spell's level. Yeah, Felix would immediately know in the area this is a pretty decently hefty spell that he's going to need to counter with.
I'm gonna go fourth.
Fourth. Right, so you counter the spell, and his blight is dissipated. As he tries to point his hammer towards you, and it fails. Like, damn wizards. Points towards the Inquisitor. Deal with that one. You're meant to be a wizard too. I'll deal with this one. He looks towards Kaiman with a very, very excited looking face. And now he's going to decide whether he moves a spirit weapon as a bonus. No. Spirit weapon, you either move it or attack, don't you?
Both.
You can't move and attack.
No, it's both.
You can do both.
Yeah.
Excellent. Then he's going to move his spirit weapon around here to get some flanking on, and he's going to give it a good old whack against Kaiman with some advantage. So 4 that would regularly not hit.
Bring it on.
25 to hit you, Kaiman.
Oh, yeah, that gets me.
Cool. That is 15 points of force damage.
Okay. I'm down.
As this warhammer swings around, Kaiman, you raise your shield high in defense, but this warhammer just cracks you in the back, and you drop down to the ground unconscious on your turn.
But I gained 2 inches in height. Because my spine is just...
Yeah, Kaiman is sadly down. He's then gonna move because he has some. He obviously has his spirit guardians up. He's gonna run over and do 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Start making his way down the stairs, getting people in his spirit guardians where he can. 25. He'll go here for like 30.
I'm so glad I got off that 4 healing. Just in the nick of time.
Yes, sadly. Then this Inquisitor here, there's only 2 Inquisitors left in there. So this Inquisitor here, he's hurting. What can he do? He's not gotten... Well, he's actually got quite a bit left. So he's going to look at you, Felix, and you can hear him like just muttering under his breath, like, "Oh, I'll show you, wizard, meant to sort it all out." He points towards you, Felix, and he's going to cast Hold Person, and you make me a Wisdom saving throw.
Yes, I can.
To tell you, the DC is 15. 18, thankfully. You managed to bypass it easily enough. That is the Inquisitor's turns, then it's Vaishal. Vaishal immediately takes some damage. If it's, well, Vaishal goes down.
Your wizard can't do anything. Come and fight me yourself, you tiny wee turtle.
Vaishal is no longer concentrating and goes down.
This is fine.
That's Vaishal's. At the beginning of Vaishal's turn, that happens. Kaiman, can you make me a death saving throw, please?
Just don't get in that one. It's all good.
Yeah,
Okay,
please don't get a nat 1. I don't want to kill your character.
Which button's that? I don't...
So on the middle of your thing, it should say death saves. Click where it literally says the word death save.
On the middle?
Alternatively, just roll the d20.
Oh, there it is. Okay, boom. 10.
10, that is a pass.
Oh.
You've passed your first death saving throw.
Hooray.
Okay, indeed. Next up.
If I do die, you have to cremate me in a forge, put my ashes in my gauntlet, and then you throw it into the water, and my god will take it to the next lizard hero. So
throw you in the water. Got it.
no, you gotta take the steps.
Gylndan, it's your turn. Still downstairs.
Yeah. 5, 10, 15, and then I'll come upstairs.
So you come upstairs. Your way is somewhat blocked by a massive Felix, but he's
How
big
tall are you,
enough
Felix?
to
I
go
mean,
under his
when
legs.
Giant's Might makes me large, which is like 10 to 12 feet, and then enlarge then makes me huge, which is like 15 to 30 feet, depending on the size of the thing. So like probably
say
like
you're about
15 to
20
20
feet
feet tall.
Yeah.
I'm absolutely standing between his legs.
You just feel a slight tap on the
I'll
head.
just I'll come up here. I'll see. Oh, my bald head makes that sort of like slap noise.
Yeah. So you see
I see an absolute shit show.
You see Vishal on the ground. You see Kaiman on the ground at the top.
I thought I'll just look at Oramis. I thought you had a plan.
This is the plan.
You should
Never said it was a good
downstairs.
one.
We were fucking efficient downstairs. I'm not even sure anyone took any damage.
Probably have like 2 guys.
Well, 5, but I got an ace. We'll talk about it later. How are you looking, Oramis?
In pain.
Like, if you entered his spirit gardens, would you die?
Oh, very much so.
Okay. Right, because Felix has patted me on the head, I will just pat his. What are you concentrating on at the moment?
Enlarge.
Okay, I'll pat him on the knee, and from my ring of spell storing, I will cast haste
Oh fuck!
Oh, let's go. Let's
to give the giant
go.
some juice.
Oh,
'Cause, you know,
yes.
he needed the extra juice.
Yeah. So you cast haste, and
Thank
suddenly
you,
Felix
sir.
like suddenly you'll watch because you know what? You know when things get bigger, they appear to move slower. What's kind of scary is Felix is now appearing to move exactly the fucking same speed.
There are 10 seconds left on the clock. The quarterback is looking for a team leader pass, but here comes the gnome giant. No one can stop him.
Cool. So that's your action. Any bonus actions? Any movement? Any more?
Althor's also saying I final use of that. So +5 to I think it's just Oramis and Felix actually.
Yeah. Cool.
Actually, is there any way to layer the tokens? Because I can't see mine for those changes.
You might get Mazzy
Yeah,
if it's a
yeah.
30-foot radius.
Where am I again? 5, 10, 15, 20,
There you
25. I guess technically just Mazzy as well.
Cool. All right. Cool.
There we go.
Now we go to the Dragon's Revenge. Dragon's Revenge. Can you roll me a? Can you roll me
Pray for these boys.
pray for the boys?
Hey.
22. There we go. There, with the appearance of Felix and Gylndan from the bottom of this giant, you can see a lot of cultists like looking up, being like, "Oh, what the fuck?" And as they're looking up, you know, your crew are fairly used to seeing Felix big, so they just take advantage of the opportunity and stab him while they're all in like awe of what's going on.
I am the distraction
excellent.
now.
Oramis, you're low, you're hurting. What you doing?
Blast to that blizzard.
This
Leave the captain to me.
one here, yeah?
Yeah.
A little pew. Alright. Pew!
28 does hit, 6 force damage. He's still up.
Pew!
He's still up. Pew.
He's no longer up by the skin of his teeth. You aim these 2 shots, and like from here you can just about like see just like up his like top half, and you manage to see his like shoulder, and then finally his head, and he just drops below your like eye line. You're like, yeah, I think that's sorted.
Alright, cool. And I know I've been told to leave him, but I've got a spare shot. I may as well take it.
Yeah, you're gonna have to move slightly. The mast is a little bit in the way, but
There you go.
cool. Take your next shot.
11. Very nice. My last 2 rolls.
That's a
together.
solid
No,
bunch
that's
of
not-
rolls.
That's bad maths. That's 13. Yeah.
That is a solid bunch of rolls.
All 6 rolls were really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Helps having +10, to be fair. But...
Yeah.
Generally does.
Yeah, but 18, 16,
Cool.
16 is still great rolls on the dice.
Oh, yeah.
Does he maintain
All right,
concentration?
then, Felix. That's a very good point. That is a 18 plus stuff. Yes. 17 plus stuff. Yes. 16 plus stuff.
Well,
yes.
he rolled well as well.
Oh.
He did roll very, very well. I apologize. This D20 is treating me today.
Alright.
What you got in the locker?
Okay. I will point
doesn't he
the
have in the
giant
locker?
sword down at him, and there will be like a shimmering wave of like energy, and I cast a 5th level psychic lance. Can he make an intelligence saving throw, please?
Intelligence saving throw. Now, what's his intelligence? I have a feeling it's okay. Okay.
And he's dumbfounded.
Yeah. He fails and he is indeed dumbfounded. So tell me about Psychic Lance.
So psychic lance is 86, and if he fails the saving throw, he's incapacitated as well.
Okay,
So,
great. He's incapacitated.
Where's my psychic lance at 5th level? If he's incapacitated, does he lose his spirit guardians?
Nope. Incapacitated doesn't state that you lose concentration on spells.
Damn it! Well,
Think so. That's 29 damage. That's pretty fucking good.
alright.
And
Well, alright.
he needs to make a save. 18 plus stuff.
18 plus stuff. Ooh. Or do I not? No, I'll save it. Alright, I'm a take it and just walk over here.
I would say that your movement is now regular because you're also having to move around
I have 70 feet
so
of
many
movement.
crew members. But yeah, 70 feet movement is fine. So your movement would be halved because of all the people around, but easily able to go there. Can you make me a wisdom saving throw? Once you enter the space on the first time on a turn, 16. That is not enough. You'll take full damagios. So that's 6, 20. Wait, 6, 20, and then 22 points of necrotic damage.
Cool. I can't fail that con save.
Nice.
So I'm still big. And then I'm going to take my hasted action to attack with a green flame blade attack. So let's just hit him first. 20 to hit him.
20 does indeed hit him.
So he takes 10 regular damage, and then green flame blade, and then 12 fire damage.
12 fire damage.
And then I'm going to bonus action offhand attack him with the dagger as well for a 30.
Mm-hmm. Yes, a 30 definitely fucking hits.
For another 7 damage.
Are you adding in your d4s because you're really big?
Yes,
And
I
D6
get.
because you're...
They only apply. So D4 is, I think, on every attack. So 2d4, and then I only get 1d6. So another 9 damage.
Another 9 damage.
Oh,
He's
he's
looking rough.
incapacitated, isn't he?
Pretty rough. Yes.
So
That
wouldn't.
doesn't mean you get advantage.
But doesn't incapacitated mean auto crit in melee?
No, incapacitated just means that he can't take any actions on his turn.
Yeah, it's paralyzed, isn't it? There's auto crit and melee.
Yeah, you're thinking of.
Damn it. Okay. Right. Let me just see if I get a nat 20 on either of these. No. No. Cool.
You wouldn't get advantage anyway.
From him being incapacitated.
Incapacitated.
Oh.
Doesn't.
Sorry, I
give
thought
you
you said it
advantage.
did. Alright, sorry.
No.
I try that one sometimes as
yeah.
well, JJ.
Okay. Yeah, that's me all done then.
Fantastic. Vengeance.
Alrighty, come on. Let's keep these boys alive.
Big
Okay.
up the-
Hey.
Oh, did he make concentration
Hey.
checks as well for his spirit guide?
I should get one back for getting an at 20.
A man relives. Oh yes, he does. So what was the damage on these? So none of them are above 10, right? So let's see. That's a 17 passes, 14 passes, and yeah.
Jesus, 14's his lowest roll in his concept.
Yeah, he's a pretty decent con. He's a turtle. He's a pretty constitutional boy. Yeah, Mazzy is
Okay, Mazzy,
good right
for his
there.
bonus
Mazzy needs to
action,
make a wisdom saving throw.
is... yes, that's a good point, because this might impact things. Wisdom save from Mazzy. Fucking hell, Mazzy.
Oh no.
Scroll down. Yeah, that's a fail. So that is. Oh, that's 10,
Boys, boom.
18, 20 points of necrotic damage.
20 points of necrotic damage. Okay, Mazzy's...
How's our second favourite Callahan brother?
How's he looking?
his HP is still legally able to drink. But he needs to make a constitution save. Okay, he maintains his healing bubble, which is important, because as a bonus action, he can move it up to a distance, up to 30 feet, but he's just going to move it. He's going to move it 10 feet and place it on Kaiman. Then it's going to heal it's going to use its second instance of healing to instantly give Kaiman 1d6. So Kaiman gains...
On the start of his turn. On the start of Kaiman's turn.
Says, until the spell ends, whenever you or a creature you can see moves into the space for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there. Balls. Well, Kaiman will get some hit points on his turn. He's then going to step 5, 10 feet to be on this side of... so he's not in attack opportunity range, this side of Vaishal, and deliver a cure wounds to Vaishal. So Vaishal gets 23.
Vaishal gets 23. Nicely done.
And he's moved 10 feet, which is double, so it's like 20 feet. He's got 10 feet of movement left. It's not enough to jump to the other ship, is it?
No, I would say not.
Alright, he's just gonna move back as much as he can then.
Yeah, he could move, 5, 10 around the cannon. Fine. Inquisitor's turn. He's incapacitated. He can't take actions or reactions. So he does nothing this turn. Does he get to make a save against that? Or is it...
I believe
a concentration thing, is it?
Just one turn. And he's incapacitated until the start...
Okay, cool.
He's incapacitated until the start of my next turn.
Start of your next
What
turn.
Inquisitor are you talking about?
The
The total captain.
Or the Turtle Man. Cool. Then
right.
you go to Vaishal's turn, who immediately is going to take some damage. What's his HP on?
23.
23. Let's pray for less than 23. So 7 plus 4 is 11.
Wisdom save? For half?
Plus... Oh yes, wisdom save. Duh, yeah. I'm just going to roll it on here because I can't remember what his wisdom save is. That's plus 9. Pretty good.
Oh, that's got to be 17. That's got to be half.
Just.
Oh yes.
Just. Yeah. So what was that? That was 11 plus 6 is 17 plus 2 is 19, half to 8. So Vishal takes 8 damage.
After 9, Ben.
So after 9 even.
19 half
yes,
to
thank
9.
you. So yes, so
The boy lives.
cool, that's fine. The boy does indeed live, and he does he. So he's just got up. He can see that this guy is being a prick, but he's also seen that he's very, very low.
Kaiman is down. He's
Does he
weak.
hit the-
Mazzy's low.
Yeah, I think
Has he got
Vishal in
has
this
he got
moment is
bonus
going to
action
be more of
healing?
a... Yeah, he does. He has healing word. So
Okay,
yeah,
so
he's
he could
gonna do bonus
disengage
action.
and then bonus action heal.
Yeah, it'll probably just be like, he'll probably just slowly get up with half his speed and then go 5, 10, 15 out here. And as he's running away, give Mazzy some healing. Actually, no, he'll run up here, see Kaiman, and then give Kaiman some healing. So Kaiman, you get, it's going to be a 3rd level, so 3, 4, 8 plus 3 is 11 points of healing, Kaiman. You're back on your feet. You're alive. That is Vishal's turn. Kaiman, you then get 1d6 healing. So roll 1d6. We'll go with Mantis roll, so you get 4 extra
Good
healing.
idea. Right.
What would you like to do?
More healing.
I mean, if you kill this guy, it's your ship. Or so I've heard.
How does one crush someone with their own weight in D&D? Just like from the top rope.
From the
I
top
believe
rope.
the
12.
official terminology is bonk.
Ah, yes. I bonk him with my entire body.
Okay, so you move into the space of his spirit guardians. You then need to make a wisdom saving throw.
Wait, I think I have that same spell. What if my spirits for his spirits? just a bunch of like ghost crocodiles start eating his ghost tails, whatever.
Yeah, roll a wisdom saving throw if you hit that.
Boom. Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
Yep, you're fine. So you
The
take
wisdom is oozing.
you
Oh,
take
damn.
damage.
The wisdom
damage
is
is-
oozing, says the man about to leap off the top rope
Six.
Yeah.
into damage.
Hey, don't just
3.
assume that wrestlers are stupid, okay?
So, Kaiman, you take 11 points of necrotic damage.
Oh, great. Okay.
Are you still alive?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so move
Alive and
yourself-
raring.
If you want to jump, move yourself over here, or like wherever you want to jump from.
From he's up on the post. He's
Okay.
I know.
Okay,
doing a silent prayer to God.
roll me an athletics check.
Gosh, damn it. I'm actually not too bad.
Oh my lord.
There we
19.
go.
Okay, now roll me an attack roll with advantage. With your
Oh, I could do a bite. I could go in for like
you could also do a
yeah.
Oh, you're biting through turtle shell.
Yeah.
That's so bad.
Crunch it.
you do also have a bite. You have your ravenous
Oh
bite.
no. Oh, he chips a tooth.
Yeah, I may not think him, but I'm still hitting him with my entire body.
I would say that yes. So you've essentially dived into him. Your
Yeah.
bite misses, so you entirely miss, but you've knocked into him. I'm going to make a save for him to see if he remains upstanding or if he's not prone.
So if he's still standing, I'm just like hanging on him.
I don't think at any point in his life he's been upstanding.
Nah.
If there was ever a time for this guy to roll a nat 1, it'd be now. So, Kaiman, you haven't entirely wasted your turn. You've leaped onto him, and though you've missed with your bite, you've essentially flattened him. And because obviously the rocking of the ship and stuff, you've knocked into him, knocked him prone, and then you've like rolled away in front. So I would say you're sort of like underneath Felix there. That is your action and movement. Then we do any bonus action.
Yeah,
Sorry,
bonus healing word. Just myself.
just yourself. Okay.
Um,
Healing word while we go to Gylndan's turn.
yeah, just a 1. There we go, 8.
What you doing, Gylndan?
How's Tall Boy looking?
He's certainly looked a lot better.
Yeah.
You get this, this guy's a fairly
oh.
hardy cleric, but there are limits to even the most hardy people.
Yeah. Okay. I think I'm gonna go in and hit a magic missile. The old favourite.
The old favorite. All right. Cool. Yeah, you can see under his legs. That's no issue. While moving around there, I'd say you have to move around like there.
I'm shooting them up his ass.
Shooting him up his ass. Cool. Roll.
I'm casting this at 4th level because that's how we roll, isn't it?
Okay.
That'll be. It's 3. Is it 3 darts at 1st level?
Yeah, 3 darts at first level. The second.
So this is 6 darts.
3rd level, yeah, 6 darts. Roll me
That's-
d4 plus 6.
Oh yeah, we can do it that way, can't we? That's interesting.
Is this enough to get him?
6 d4 plus 6. So that's pretty wank. 21.
That is pretty wank, and sadly, it's not quite enough. Really, just not quite enough. He got literally on 2 of the HPs.
No.
As you see these
You make me sad.
missiles just spin around and smash into his tortoise shell, which is now beginning to crack all over him, and then one of them just like uppercuts him up the ass. And so like he's like ducking around and as he suddenly feels very, very uncomfortable. Oramis, we'll take it away with a Dragon's Revenge attack roll, and then your turn.
Nathan.
And, Nathan, sorry. Nathan.
How could we forget Nathan?
How could we?
I
forget
thought Nathan was too busy dancing
God.
because of his.
Oh, well, yeah. I killed a cultist. Oh yeah. No, Nathan. Nathan will see. I think that's the problem is, if Nathan does anything ranged, it's all at disadvantage.
Nathan's over the other side of the ship. He's fine for
Yeah,
range.
but the guy's prone, isn't he?
Oh yes, he is. Yeah.
Yeah. Just try hit another cannonball. Just fling it at him. That's a dex save.
Yeah. Can do.
DC 16.
DC 16 dex save. That's a 15. Nat on the dice. He has no dex modifier.
Oh wow. 3d8 from Nathan. Crack that shell open.
Oh, has he killed him?
Yeah. So you watch as Nathan looks over. He can see this guy on the ground and everyone doing stuff, and he almost hesitates for a second to give people the kill. But he remembers hearing a challenge for the ship, and he
Fuck
thinks,
off, Nathan, I'll kill you.
how funny would it be to have thrown to this ship? He sees a cannonball across the way. He flicks his wrist. The cannonball just goes straight up into the air. The turtle is like on the ground. He turns around for a minute, sort of rolls almost on his back. What's that coming down? And suddenly a cannonball just embeds itself in the turtle face. There is just this horrid sort of squelch and crunch. The cannonball does not bounce. It just remains. With that, finally, the combat ends. Because I don't believe anyone was dead.
No, there was a bit of chain healing going on.
Yeah. The area goes quiet. The last few cultists that there are do not surrender. They fight till the very bitter end, and they are basic ass cultists, so I can say, if you guys really want to, you can say you killed them.
Yeah, we'll just murder them.
Yeah, so you guys mop up. Very, very.
We'll just kill him.
Yeah, it very, very, very easily, especially with Felix being very, very big and all the different stuff going on. Easy enough.
There are many cultists treated like a football.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Booted off the side of the ship. Your crew end up sort of leaving it to you guys. They sort of get to a point where they like a lot of them just start like putting away their swords. Let's just let them have fun. They've got a lot to work.
There's some catharsis in this for Felix.
Yeah, and within the next, I would say, minute, the cultists of this ship are dead. The ship goes sort of almost quiet for a second before you give the like orders are given to go check like beneath the decks, and after a brief moment Frank sort of comes upstairs. Says, no one's seen any more. Ship's ours, gents. Woo! And then all of a sudden there's this like array all throughout the ship. Men like raise their swords in the air. Bodies, sadly, of your several crew members are gathered and sort of brought towards the side and covered with their own jackets and things like that. Swords sort of valiantly placed on their chests.
Sensing a chance to needle good friend Oramis a little bit, I'll make a point that one Nathan killed the captain, and I believe is perhaps entitled to the ownership of this ship.
You look over and Nathan's just stood on the edge of the ship like,
I got him, did you see?
you guys saw that? That was so cool.
I'll just whisper to Gylndan, I'll kill him in his sleep.
Please, if you do me a favour. No, I think I'm sure some sort of purchase could be agreed.
I'm the only one that knows how to get us out of here.
Yeah, no,
all of us out of here.
I'm aware, but
I'll give the kid 1 gold and a few sword lessons. How about that?
Oh, well, I'm sure you could get some sword lessons or someone a bit better than yourself. We'll talk more later. We'll just remember who didn't flee, basically, is all I'll say, and then I'll just walk off.
Who fled?
You fled. You fucking ran away.
I'm
You're
still
the
on
spirit guardians, and you were going to run away. You ran away and shot from distance. Nathan stood his ground on the
other ship.
On the other ship.
That's like a man being on top of the castle, firing arrows, being like, I stood my ground. There were hundreds of them.
Yeah, so he stood his ground, and he's smart. So it's all upside for Nathan, really.
I'm going to go and persuade Nathan to just give me the ship.
Okay, so you walk over to the other side of the ship, and you can see Nathan is just filled with like the widest beaming smile on his face.
Yeah.
And he's sort of stood there. Now I wonder what I'm going to name my ship. I just don't know. Hello, Oramis. Nice to
Hello,
see you.
Nathan.
What was the name of your
how are you
college?
doing?
Or did you
Do
have
you
a
need
favourite
any-
professor, Nathan? I think you should name it after them.
Hey, you're on the other ship. Go away.
I think you should call it the Diviner, Nathan.
Oh, now that's actually, all jokes aside, it's a pretty good name for the ship. But that's not bad.
Nathan.
What is Oramis the Divine?
Nathan, congratulations on your kill. However, that was no true captain's challenge because there were several other combatants involved.
There wasn't there. Oh no, because Oramis took his in a fair challenge. Ah!
Can I
was
lean
no
down to
one-on-one
Oramis and be
duel.
like,
Oh,
I think
God
Griffin's got
damn
something to
it.
say about
You can't
fair
hear
captain's
this.
challenges.
You
Yeah, I'm
can't
coming over
hear
to
this. You're on the
congratulate
other
Nathan
boat.
on his
Go
new
away.
ship.
Yeah,
I was
would
like,
say
I'll shake his hand and be
also
like, you beat me to the punch.
those-
Well done, Nathan. Now, where's my daughter? Oh, wait, by the way, Oramis.
Mazzy also comes up and is like, they're fighting my ass. What's this all about?
Honestly, Mazzy, I forgot you were here.
Also, if it's coming down to a
everyone.
fair fight, then Oramis has got has still got an equal
As he just
claim
looks at you.
as Nathan because he put in just as much
As he
work.
looks at your
It's true.
So therefore,
Regardless,
in the event
Nathan,
of a tie, it goes to who lands the
Regardless.
final blow. Nathan's ship.
Nathan, regardless, you don't have the skills, you don't have the time. You need to commit yourself to your academic studies so you can become the #1 wizard that you can be. And having a ship is a lot of commitment. You don't know how to sail, you've got to learn to sail, you've got to hire crew. I know how to do all of these things. And if you don't give me the ship, I'll kill you in your sleep.
he was like smiling along and laughing along right into that last bit. And it's like,
I'm joking.
okay.
Are we getting the prisoners out at this point?
Yeah, I'll
Probably
walk
should
over.
be.
As much as it's fun to needle Luke about this, I will walk over
And,
and start freeing
yeah.
prisoners.
The reason we're here is to free the prisoners.
Yes, and prisoners are freed, thankfully. Most of the prisoners you can see were basically chained together. It's kind of horrible, almost like like the sort of slave trade type things with ankle chains to their legs downstairs, but easily freed. They're not particularly tough chains or anything like that, and the prisoners are freed. There is about sort of 20 halflings, maybe 4 or 5 humans.
Any of you gentlemen or ladies know how to say?
About
My friend here, and I'll just clap Nathan on the shoulder, is looking for a crew.
Nathan smiles is like, actually, he made good points, and I gave him.
Oramis made good points.
I know. Of all the divination
How much are
visions
you
we could
selling
have
it for,
had,
Nathan? I'll give
that
you
would have been
10
a thing
gold.
that I probably, that would have been a thing I should have thought about.
Listen, you genuinely cannot outbid me for this ship.
Yeah, I know, but I can make it really expensive for you.
Let me
Nathan,
persuade you that that's a bad idea.
Yeah, but
Let's
you've
just
got
get
to
back to
persuade
shore and then
me.
we'll make a decision.
So, prisoners are freed. Things settle down aboard both the Vengeance and the Dragon's Revenge. Crew members are laid to rest by dropping them in the water. And you can see many of the crew sort of stand by and watch as this happens. Oramis, you're somewhat expected to stand there and partake in this sort of ritual of dropping these men's bodies to sea. Thankfully, none of your named people were killed, thankfully. And it is a bit of a somber win, but a win nonetheless, and your crew feel very heroic. There is definitely a sense of heroism that goes through the ship. After a little while of you guys sort of resting and just recovering and everyone getting the people off the ship, Mason and Frank sort of come over to you and start working out the logistics of taking this ship home. And the general consensus is that if you were to sort of get the Vengeance and this brigantine ship, you could probably sail them both at half speed, half sails at most, and drag the Dragon's Revenge behind the both of them. That's probably the best thing that they could do. The only thing that they could do. But the question is now, where are you going? What is the plan from here? Are you heading towards the prison island? Or
Well, regardless, I think we want to take a little bit of a rest.
Yeah, short
your
rest
call.
at least. I think your family's still on the island, aren't they, Felix?
As far
As you're
I'm
saying
aware.
these words and thinking about they're getting a little more range. Probably not enough to...
Allow me to make a suggestion.
Mhm.
We sail out of range of those cannons and come back under the cover of darkness.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see that being an issue. We do need to replenish. The only thing I think is maybe because they're quite desperate on the island, if they've still got hostages, they're in a better bargaining position. But yeah, I wouldn't want to rush it at the moment. We're not in a good spot.
I mean, I don't know about
If you
Some of
want
the-
any chance of getting your family out.
Yeah.
Two of the halflings sort of step up and say, excuse me, we heard that you were talking about this. I think we have some information you might want to know about. We overheard some people talking, and there was a slight crack in the prison source. We could slightly see out. Ships have been coming and going with their troops for the past couple of days now. Well, certainly since last night, since we broke through. I think they've been having people, many of their number, taken from the island. I think that I don't think they have their full strength of numbers there. I think they were preparing to get most of their numbers off the island once they got whatever they got down below in the mine. I can't imagine they wanted to stick by their prison for too. So we know they're not at full strength. If that helps you.
Do you know of any other prisoners on the island?
Yes, there was the other half of the half. There was at least 20 to 30 more of us. There was several crews of some ships. There was also more people like him, and they point towards Kaiman. A lot of people like him, at least 20 to 30 of them.
Kaiman, I feel this bears investigating. If your people are there.
I only just, like, Kaiman only just realised, remembered why
you came on this journey.
Yeah, he only just realises, like, the whole reason that he's not home right now.
I didn't come for the crab meat.
That was just, that was like a nice roadside, what do they call those? Like the giant barn, yarn bowl. It was just sightseeing. Big crabs, turtle people, ship battles.
What the fuck are you going on about?
What's happened so far?
Pit stops.
Yeah, pit stops, that's the word. So, yes, he's very intrigued.
So the plan right now is to sail out of range of the cannon and come back under the cover of darkness.
Yes.
Regaining your crew. Okay, excellent. Well, seeing as it is 10:30, so we will then quickly say that you easily sail out of the range of the cannons, and given the weather that begins to roll in, roll me a d10. Anyone? I'm gonna say JJ. Roll me a d10.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, that's fine. Go with it.
Yeah. So D10 for sailing rules. 6, I believe. Let me just find my sailing rules. So a 6 is overcast, wind, and/or fog. So we're going to say that as the night draws in, or as the evening draws in, because it is pretty much evening now. Actually, no, it's probably like mid-afternoon. Because you got up super duper early. A fog starts sort of rolling in, and as you sort of reach about 2-3 o'clock in the afternoon, and out of the range of the cannons, you also lose sight of the island as a whole, as a sort of fog begins to roll into the area. Though it is still very, very warm, it's that sort of very, very warm, humid fog. It's a little choppy, a little windy, but given the fact that your three ships for this night's rest are pretty much tied all together, you make a much larger force for the waves to compete against, and you manage to rest out the night. As you all rest out the night, watches are taken, and nothing really comes for you in your sleep. Is there anything really quickly people would be doing over this evening period? Is there anything extensive anyone wants to do over this evening period? Or
We can do it the next session, can't we?
we can do it. I just wanted to get through one really, really quick thing first. Was there anything people wanted to essentially do next session that I can prep for? Or are people pretty chill to just go to bed?
Just rest, I think.
one.
Below all day. Maybe get Felix to cast Identify on there, because we've got thingy staff. haven't we?
Heal.
You cast Identify.
Yeah, are
you
we
can look
taking
up
a
the Voyager
like what
star.
sort of rest are we taking?
You can take a long rest if you want to. I think
Long.
Yeah.
after
Long
going through all this, you can absolutely take a long rest.
I think if we're coming back in the cover of darkness, let's take a long rest if it's mid-afternoon. Because we probably won't want to be coming back until sort of midnight anyway, will we? So
Cool. You can all take a long rest. And in your long rest, as you lie there, sort of asleep, as you start to get
Can I
bed
just,
down, you
before
all
we
feel like you
before
really
we like
accomplished
settle
a
down,
lot today. Oh yeah.
I will
Yeah.
use my last third level spell slot to cast Sending again, and I will send a message to my wife once more and just say, "Found Zinnia, safe and sound, coming for you as soon as we can. Know they're taking people off the island. Have you left the island yet?"
She says, "Thank God you found her. No, they won't find us. The wizard hid us. They won't find us. The wizard hid us. He kept us safe."
fuck. And we cut him down.
Hope you're okay. Look forward to seeing you. Love you.
We need someone that can scry. You can scry, can't you, Oramis?
No.
Or is that Nevado?
Nevado can scry.
Okay.
Do you want to call him up? We can.
We might
summon
have
him
to.
here on
We
a-
might call someone up that can scry, because I can't do it. I don't think Felix can either.
Can you send a message to Nevado? Oh, but he doesn't.
Yeah,
He doesn't
Felix.
know them.
I know Nevado.
You know Nevado.
I can message him.
But Nevado doesn't know Felix's family, so isn't that?
No,
a
he'd probably
disadvantage?
need to come here, and then maybe I don't know the specifics of scrying, but he might need something from Felix to help
Doc
find the wife.
can cast Scry as well. So I mean, with that in mind, we might have to plan around. Because have you got any sending spells left? Any third levels left before we rest?
Yeah, I've got one.
Okay, so you could theoretically send a message to someone like Doc.
Yeah.
And it says you can see
Okay.
you can see and hear a particular creature you choose is on the same plane of existence. Make a wisdom saving throw, which is modified by how well you know the target, and if you have some sort of physical connection
Third
to
level,
it. Scrying is a 5th level. Sending
No,
is third.
No, I was asking about haste.
Sending is third, yeah.
Felix talking about haste.
Oh, sorry.
I don't know
Modified by
why.
how well you know the target.
Oh, just before we take a long rest, if you had a spare spell slot, I was going to ask you to put haste in my spell stone.
Oh, I see. I'll do that in the morning if you want.
So
Use the spell
yeah, I
slot,
mean,
so you have.
Right.
Cool.
so they would essentially get a saving throw that would be modified by how well you know the target.
Did your wife not give any info on where you are then? Or where she is, sorry.
No, just said we won't find her.
You got the thing that your wife doesn't necessarily know where she is, but that she is somewhat safe from Inquisitors at the very least, and cultists. Yeah. So, two quick things before we wrap up. What's been a pretty fun combat, I think. Firstly, I'll say that as you all, at least resting this afternoon and preparing to bed down and things like that, you've all, accomplished a lot today. You've killed a beholder, an archmage, lots of cultists, taken a ship, killed another dragon priest, and all this weighs very heavy on your mind, and you've been thinking of the skills and experiences you've learned through this ordeal. And congratulations, gentlemen, you reached level 15.
Hey, I feel a tingle in my nipples.
You do, because you get 8th level spells now.
Oh, no, I'm full hard on now. Oh boy.
And the next thing I would say is just an opinion from you guys, really, because I'm aware, obviously, this arc has gone on a little while, and I want to move things along, but I don't want to rush through things, and I also don't want to make things necessarily too easy, but if you guys don't necessarily want it to be. So I just wanted you guys' impression of the next session, and because so originally, if you guys were to go through this without Nasir's help, you would have gone through the prison and fought a bunch of cultists, and in the end there would have been Rashak. Now you're going through the prison and all there is cultists, like the ones you just fought here, except you'll be fully long rested, a level higher, and you'll have your entire crew of both ships to help you along. The question I have for you is, did you guys, I'm not going to do you guys facing down every single cultist, obviously, that would just be boring for all of us. But essentially, did you guys want, are you guys sick of combat, basically? Are you guys kind of getting sick of combat?
Why do we need to do this bit with all the people? If what we want on the island isn't there, where are we even going to go? There is stuff on the island, isn't there?
There is stuff. There is
My
definitely,
family.
as far as there's stuff on the island. There is.
Not necessarily there. That's the thing, if they're there or not.
Well, your family, Felix, you have no idea where they are, but there are still Kaiman's clan, many more halflings.
I asked the question: was she? I asked the question: was she on the
the-
island, or did she end up on a ship?
Oh no, yeah, she probably said no. The wizard kept her safe on the island.
Okay, so yeah.
Yeah.
They didn't go on a ship and they weren't teleported. So
I thought I'd mention.
yeah, so we know that they're on the island.
Yeah, sorry, I thought I'd mention that.
So I think
What
next
could we do
session-
instead then?
Don't mind
Skip through the combat and just kind of do like a dungeon run almost, but we have to maybe search things. I don't know if that's even going to be that interesting.
Yeah, just a way that we can still do it, but maybe speed it up a bit, because
I don't think we need the combat. Because let's be fair.
Yeah, I enjoyed this combat, but how many rounds did we get through in basically 3 hours today?
Yeah, no.
I think if we did do it, it would have to be quick, or we don't do it, which I'm not too fussed about. Doesn't sound like Luke is. Don't know how JJ and Ryan feel.
Yeah, I think if we could, I'm happy to brainstorm with you during the week, Ben, but we could maybe because it's a situation where we expect that every combat we're gonna win because we're gonna be pretty healed up, where we come up with a system of we go through normal with if there's puzzles, if there's traps, if there's problems to solve, and then when it comes to in this room there are 5 cultists, it's we roll something and it's quick. So we don't roll the combat, it's just you roll and you, based on sort of how everyone rolls, like a con save or a skill check or something like that.
Yeah. I do have a basic thing figured out that I thought we might get to this session, which is essentially skill challenges to get through it.
Yeah,
but
that makes sense.
Personally, I don't really want to do another, I'll tell you now, the basic cultists are CR 1/2, and the highest of Inquisitors get to is CR 6 or 7, I think.
Yeah,
you guys are level 15 and you're gonna and I don't really want to put a combat up against you guys where it's just lots of cultists.